Jackson Jr.
I got
have
meetings.
I'm
a big important Hollywood star. I have lunch with my people.
I'm sitting at the Rich Eisen Show desk, furnished by Granger with supplies and solutions for every industry. Granger has the right product for you. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by.
Oh, I charge everything to my agents. Look at me. I'm O'Shea.
J.J. Redick just met with the media. Actually, that's not true. Rob Pelinka just met with the media, and before that, J.J. Redick did. So J.J. Redick said, what did he say? He said that Dave McMenamin, saying that without naming names, the roster must, quote unquote, get in championship shape during the offseason.
Oof. What does that mean?
The roster must. At least he didn't say his newly acquired.
I'm J.J. Redick. Who can I be talking about?
I mean, exactly.
At least he didn't talk about, is Luca's new nickname Roster?
Right.
Got it.
It rhymes with Shmuka Honkic.
Man, I just saw in the middle of during the commercial break that people are going to start talking about Luca's career pre-fat and being fat, and it's just not right.
I gotta say,
but literally is what's being. This is, and I'm wondering how he will take these types of comments, because he's already made him bristle at the trade. Everyone's saying the reason why the Mavs weren't going to sign him in the Supermax and send him to Los Angeles is because he did not take his conditioning properly, and the famous footage of Michael Finley, former player, now front office executive, taking the beer out of his hand before he could drink it after celebrating a Western Conference championship is the video we keep seeing.
You look at some of his highlights from his rookie second year, he is throwing down dunks, fast breaks, getting above the rim. You don't see that game from him anymore.
How's he going to take it? How's he going to take it? That's the question. How will he take it? Aura Frames, a perfect Mother's Day gift for you to give to mom, because the tech is so easy. It's so awesome. You can just there's unlimited storage in the frame, so you can take as many photos off your phone, videos, funny memes, all these things off your phone. Boom, send them to the frame, and it's right there on your mantle, wherever your mom would keep it. A great deal for Mother's Day. Just plug it in, share away. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com. They get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver mat frame. That's auraframes.com, promo code RICH, and support the station, this show, by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Great fun show, everybody.
Funny show.
I guess O'Shea Jackson Jr. will just have to join us tomorrow when he's not meeting. But there's a live shot of him watching the game last night with you, TJ. Again, you buried the lead that you watched the game with him last night. Oh, this is so much fun.
That's
Recent news and uncertainties around the economy really hits home for all of us. One thing that stands out is Hyundai's commitment to supporting American consumers and making investments in this country. And no surprise, Hyundai announced that they will not be raising the MSRP to their vehicles through June 2nd, 2025. They believe in investing right here in America, $21 billion to be exact, in the next 3 years. That's meant to expand manufacturing and help create more jobs for Americans. It's not just talk. Hyundai is about action. Call 562-314-4603 for more details.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, we know how fast life moves. That's why we have all-in-one banking that lets you keep on banking on. So whether you need our new lightning fast direct deposit setup for a new job, a checking account with ATM refunds and no service fees for everyday spending, or a full picture of your finances, that's all-in-one banking. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Anybody know if my girl Chloe Kids is back at South CAC? I didn't see her in the draft the other night, so I think she's back.
I think she's got another year. Chloe does.
I said, is she back? And you said no, and it made me worry. And then you said,
yeah,
and then you're saying no again.
Yeah,
No.
Now you're saying it again.
You just said it 3 times. Yeah, no.
Shirley can't stop saying no. She's got Coach K disease. No.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
It's time for a Family Fun Barbecue fundraiser to support Riley's Army and families facing pediatric cancer. Join us Sunday, May 4th from 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. at QC Kinetics and treat you and your family to a barbecue dinner provided by Beaker's Brisket. Individual plates are $15 and family meals are four for only $50. Everyone who purchases a meal or donates will have the chance to enter an exciting raffle. We can't do it alone. We need an army. Order or donate online now at RileysArmy.com.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
UBE and PirateWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed
Damon Magazoo, safeties coach at East Carolina. Hey, I don't know if your ears were burning last week or not, but Rodney Freeman was on with us, and we were talking about some of the greatest plays in East Carolina football history. And guess whose name came up?
Well, I think Coach Freeze is trying to gas me up.
I told him when he said it, I said, man, Max has kind of got me on a gag order that I'm not allowed to talk about it anymore.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 930 and 104.930 and 104.1 FM, Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey.
And we got left side.
Strong side.
Big now.
Aye, and she can take her crew like a true captain. Oh no, she can take her crew.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
I will read it verbatim. The Masters tournament is special.
Hold on, you'll read it what?
Verbatim? Verbatim?
How do you spell that? That word you just said, how do you spell it?
I have no clue.
Say it one more time. You're going to read it
verbatim?
That's how he said verbatim.
Verbatim is verbatim. That's what I said. No, you did not. I said verbatim.
Nope.
No.
None.
Not talking about this.
Correct.
For the win. For the win.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
New open always puts a smile on my face. Well done, Shirley Rhodes. Welcome into Pirate Radio Live here on a hot Thursday in Eastern North Carolina. Clip Brock here with you. And I got a fun one today. A lot of guests, a lot of topics, a lot of stuff to hit on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. Online, PR927FM.com. And we'd love for you to come hang out with us on YouTube. Give us a like, a subscribe, check out my new Devo shirt. Man, I wish football was here. We got a ways to go. We got a lot of talking to do about football before it finally gets here. But we'll talk a little Pirate football on today's show. Greg Hudson was at the spring game on Saturday. We'll talk about that and more with Coach Hud coming up later on. Danny Beal expected to join us. In fact, he will. Just heard back from DB. We'll talk to him coming up in hour 2. Brooks Hill. We'll talk Canes round 2 playoffs coming up later on in today's show. And hey, Zach Kaplan will join us coming up later on in hour number 1. We've got Shirley Rhodes here. We got Will the Chill. We've got intern Grayson's final day. Is this your final day as well, Will? How long are you going to be here?
I leave next Thursday, so I got
a few days.
4 more of these.
All right. Well, we're happy to have you, Grayson. We're sad to see you go. Really good group of turns this semester. Thanks to Hayden, Grayson, Will, Lowman, Logan. Did I leave anybody out? Is that it? Delaney, of course. She was here yesterday playing Are You Smarter Than Wes? Thank you, Jarrett, for helping me out. J-Bone is here. Hello, Jarrett.
Hey-o.
And
good day.
We got left side.
Strong side.
Why is today a good day?
I got a little White Sox baseball coming on. It's starting to feel real with the NFL schedule release in 2 weeks.
Hold on.
Luis Robert strikes out looking.
It's May the 1st. You said starting to feel real with the NFL?
the draft's over.
I know. It's not real. I mean, it's still real to you, damn it. But
it's still real to me.
It's not real. It's so long away.
Got rookie mini camp coming up next week, man.
I know.
It's the wheels are starting to turn.
I reckon. Chan Man, the Chan Vic. Tell you what, man. You need a cold washcloth on your head. You look hot.
I am hot.
Been like running around doing your salesman stuff.
Salesman.
And but we're glad to have you here. Hopefully we can cool you down.
Yeah.
Here in the next 3 hours of the program.
Go knock that AC down a little bit.
Hey, let's knock that AC. All right, everybody's just looking at us. You want to go do it yourself?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry Bear.
Help the bell.
Hello.
Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
He also says, did you see Carson Wisenhunt ranked 2nd for the Giants on ESPN Best Prospect? Surely has to get called up this year. Definitely my next pick for a Pirate to make it to the bigs.
Yeah, I think he will get called up, and please don't call me Shirley.
Will be the Wiz. Nobody beats the Wiz.
Nobody beats him.
PJ says hello. Pirate Radio Live gang. Hello.
Hey, PJ.
Jack says, hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
He'll be here a little bit later on.
Ellerby sounds deathly ill. Sounds like Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber.
Zach Kaplan.
Harry, you're not using that toilet, are you? It's broke.
We'll say, hey, Jack, back to you when Zach Kaplan joins us later on in the show. A couple things to hit on. No ECU athletics events to speak on, right, from yesterday, from last night. Let's do a quick wink check, John. All you got to do is just give me that wink.
Give me that wink.
And we'll see what they're doing because they are coming down the stretch of their season, 26-25 overall.
Winning record.
11-13 in league play. Losing record. They got North
26-25
league play.
League play.
League.
I was talking about overall.
No, I know you were. And then I said the conference record. You said 26-25 winning record, and then I said the conference record, and I said losing record.
Oh, but overall, we are winners.
North Texas coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What's wrong with you?
I literally was saying overall they're winners.
We know that, man. You
but
did.
It's like you were correcting me.
No, it wasn't. I was saying losing record for our conference record. I know you're hot. I know you're irritated, but
I am.
You know, we gotta let's.
Just the tone of your voice sounded like you were like disgusted with me, and you were correcting me.
Well, talk to my parents, man. They made me this way. They gave me this voice. You got a problem, you talk to them.
I was in Winterville the other day, and I almost went by their house.
Well, next time you're there, tell them you hate my voice.
Yeah, I said, I'm going to say I hate your son.
Give me back my son.
Why do you hate my son?
North Texas, Friday, Saturday, Sunday coming up.
Here or on the road?
I'm glad we brought that up. I'm glad we brought up softball. It ended a relationship.
North Texas here or on the road?
I'll put it this way. It ain't in Denton.
All right.
It's here. 5 o'clock Friday, Max R. Joyner Family Stadium. Saturday at 2, Sunday at noon. And then it's off to beautiful Tampa, Florida.
Ooh.
For the AAC tournament. So we got that. We got Pirate baseball on the road this weekend at Wichita.
Thoughts and prayers to them having to go to Kansas.
What's wrong with Kansas?
That's just, I don't know. Not a fan.
I've never been.
Ain't
Neither have
nothing
I.
there.
Yeah.
Tornadoes.
Yeah. Jayhawks.
Wheat. A lot of wheat.
By the way, ECU lacrosse will be in action tonight at 7:15 as they take on South Florida.
Tournament?
Yes, they are in Norfolk for the AAC tournament. They're in the semifinals. They're taking on South Florida. They're the 2 seed. And then I believe they are going to be playing the winner of the JMU. I forget who JMU is playing, but they're playing prior to their game. So I guess they'll take the winner of that game.
All right. Go Lax.
Yep.
Boy, I got a big deja vu thing here. I'm looking up things to do in Kansas. I swear we've had this segment before. I'm having flashbacks. According to TripAdvisor, things to do in Kansas, top attractions, the Safari Zoological Park.
Okay.
I mean, I like animals.
Yeah, just a lot of walking, a lot of noise at the zoo.
What kind of noise? Like lions' roars? Elefantes?
A lot of tornadoes.
Mm-hmm. In the zoo, yes.
In Kansas.
Yeah.
Should I say that I said that or just let it go? Because Chandler's on it. Okay. Stratica, subterranean adventure with train, dark, and safari rides, 650 feet underground. No, thank you. Boot Hill Museum. This is like an old West town, J-Bone. You might be in there.
All right. What part of Kansas is that in?
Yep. The Keeper of the Plains, Riverside Walk with scenic views.
That sounds decent.
Cool statue. They got another zoo. Boy, this was the zoo capital of the world. Monument Rocks. That looks pretty cool. Secluded geological formations on private land.
That's
ideal for photography and nature enthusiasts. Grayson, you can go take some pictures. Old Cowtown Museum.
All right.
Botanica, the Wichita Gardens. That sounds very familiar. We've done this segment before. We have said there's nothing to do in Kansas, and I've Googled this exact page. I swear. So there you go. Hopefully the Pirates can enjoy the zoo.
Yeah.
While they're in Kansas.
Do you know when are they leaving today? I'm assuming.
Hopefully they're already there so they can enjoy some of these.
Oh, that's true.
Features.
Attractions.
Jamie says it's been a tense Chon and Clip week. Has it?
No.
I feel like it's been pretty normal.
Just these first 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been rough today, but again, Chandler's hot. He's overheated.
This is all my fault.
No, I blame the heat. I blame the weather, but we're not going to talk about the weather. Can't control.
I don't care about the weather. Don't want to talk about it.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
Here's something for today. Coach Max sends me tweets every now and then. Sometimes it's things we've discussed. Sometimes it's things we could discuss. Sometimes it's things he thinks are interesting or funny. Sometimes it's trivia. I'm pretty sure this is the first time he sent me an Antonio Brown Cracker of the Day tweet.
Nice.
But it's Bill Belichick and his girlfriend in the year 2000. And it's old Bill and a newborn baby. And I guess he thought that was funny.
Yeah. Good chuckle.
Got a chuckle out of that.
AB stays on Twitter.
He does not run. I firmly believe he does not run that Twitter.
He's got a guy.
A handler?
Yeah.
Does he do Cracker of the Day every day?
There might be other of the days.
Okay. Would you like to win Cracker of the Day?
I mean, it'd be an honor just to be nominated, honestly. But I mean, there's a lot better crackers out there than me. So
this guy's wild. This guy's wild.
His tweets are good. If it is him, I don't know. It might be a handler, like J-Bone said. But
Jeez Louise.
Well, I think they listened to this show because they ripped you off one time, Chandler. You made a Justin Tucker joke, and then 5 minutes after you said it, it was posted on Antonio Brown's Twitter.
You know what? Nobody look at his Twitter page. I can't believe Coach Mack sent me that. I'm going to send him back all those that I just looked at and say, this is what you want me to be reading, Coach? You need Jesus.
We all do.
But shout out Shannon Sharp. Last night, our dream died. The Lakers lose.
Yeah.
Why does that guy look like George Bush on the left?
That's, is that Steve Stone? Is he still doing baseball games? You look that up, Chandler. Will, nice bet. Didn't hit. Thanks. Appreciate another loser from you. My daughter will not be celebrating Christmas this year, thanks to you.
I won't be either, apparently, because last night was a very rough one.
A bloodbath?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the National Blowout Association strikes again.
That is Steve Stone.
And Jimmy went, I think, 1 for 9. And
they got blown out, so he didn't play a lot.
Right. He didn't play.
Well, they take him out in the third?
They took him out halfway through the third.
Took the whole starting lineup out, right?
The only ones that came back in were Curry and Draymond.
So after sports trivia, I checked my phone and saw that they had cut it to like 13 with 4 minutes. Like, did it ever become like, is this going to be a game?
I don't think so.
The Rockets got a little tense, and that's what led to it. I think they let their guard down a bit with not even the second unit. It was like the third unit, and like Pat Spencer got into the game.
But at that point, I thought, man, maybe Butler will go back in and they can.
Yeah,
they benched it. I don't think he was right last night. I think that injury was still.
Boy, we are giant suckers, by the way. There's a headline on ESPN: Lakers early NBA playoff exit, a blow to betting public.
Yeah.
So we are just.
Is there names in that article?
Look, it is heartbreaking that the Lake Show is no mo, but one thing that really made me mad last night was Mark Williams chiming in. Hornets center.
What'd he say?
He was like, making fun of them pretty much because that trade fell through. It's like, dude, what did you do?
Hey, that Hornets team, they're special.
He would have helped, but the problem, the no big problem was only in that game. Like,
well, they have bigs. They just, and I get it's Jackson Hayes, but maybe put him in to try to stop the bleeding.
He didn't play. Yeah, I think what JJ Redick's, and I'm honestly in no position to criticize because I never played. But what it looks like,
you don't have to say.
But you never lost.
I did. I haven't lost. But from the outside looking in, he still has a player's mindset.
Yeah.
Every player, I think, deep down wants to play as much as they can without breaks, even especially when they're losing. So he's playing his guys, almost to injury's end.
Yeah.
And they're tired.
And I mean, it wasn't the best coaching performance this series, but to act like he wasn't one, he did a great job first year.
Yeah, the discourse online about him being a bad coach or
well, that's not like the internet to overreact.
No.
And just to be clear, you never played in the NBA?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think I did.
That's 100% clear. Man, the Stanley Cup playoffs are weird. We'll talk to Brooks about it. But, we don't know when round 2 begins.
I mean, it's probably going to be later next week.
Probably is okay, but, what if you want to go to a game? You can't say it's probably going to be this night.
Well, you just got to buy the ticket and hope it falls your way.
It starts at the end of next week.
The last potential Game 7.
What day?
Thursday.
Do you guarantee that?
Yeah, but you don't know when the Canes Capitals, the second round may start next Thursday, but you don't know when the Canes.
Who's playing next Thursday?
I would be led to believe.
See,
no.
I don't want to be led to believe, or probably, or maybe, or next. I need a day and a time.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't work for the NHL.
Nobody said you did, and you weren't in the NBA. You don't have to clarify everything, Will. Will, this is about to be your last day.
Were you ever in the NFL?
For a little while.
By the way, while we're crapping on Will, congratulations to Will.
Yeah.
He's going to get a new
position?
Internship or job? Internship. We won't talk about it fully, but it involves ECU athletics.
Yeah.
And we're happy for you.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Will.
Thank you.
Maybe at a later date we can talk more about that.
Yeah, when I actually know what I'm...
Yeah. When you know what you're doing.
Yep.
But congratulations on that. He wore his best interview shirt
Yep.
And it got him the gig.
This is not what I wore.
No, not that one.
Was it a black polo?
It was an olive green quarter zip.
Olive green.
Do we have evidence of you wearing that?
Apparently, he wore it for this interview, he said.
I did. When I first started here at Pirate Radio, when I first met Shirley,
and
that's
then
what I wore.
When you got the job, you said, back to the black shirts.
I've worn it on air before.
Back in black.
Will went the Chandler route. He just kind of started showing up and was like daring us to boot him out of here.
That's what you got to do, man.
I told Shirley when I first started, and I told the person I spoke to today, that when I'm committed to something, I'm going to be here until you tell me to stop showing up. So,
Yeah, you had awesome attendance, man.
All right, do you have 4.5 more years left in you?
I don't know.
Nobody's going to beat your internship numbers, Chandler. You're an intern Hall of Famer. All right.
That might be a Guinness World Record.
Longest unpaid internship?
4.5 years.
Hey, it paid off.
It did.
In a big way.
It would have sucked if you were here 4.5 years and then it's like, all right, please leave.
Like Jonathan Troy say, all right, good luck.
Oh, man, that's great. Anything else to be brought to the table here, segment one, before we take a timeout and get to our great sponsors?
I will say this.
Yep.
Coming up Sunday.
Yep.
May the 4th be with you. Barbecue fundraiser for Raleigh's Army's coming up Sunday at QC Kinetics from 3 to 6. I'll be out there. You can get your pre-orders in right now, and you can enter for a raffle ticket that is going to have an awesome prizes. It's happening this Sunday at QC Kinetics right across from Fitness Connection on Corporate Drive. Actually, 1103B Corporate Drive is the exact address there. So come out and enjoy a great cause as we raise money for Raleigh's Army.
Will you be out there, Chip?
Chip may be out there. I do want some of that barbecue. So I don't think the old Chipper has plans for Sunday.
My mom's coming to town, so we might stop by.
What's up, Ma? Chandler, can you read former intern Brett's comment, please? As Brett.
Cam Scatterbo. Cam Scatterbo. The Mets. Cam Scatterbo, man. The Giants. The G-Men got
How bad are the Mets that he's already moving on to the Giants?
Oh, actually, the Mets are in first place.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I don't keep up.
Mets, I think, are in first. Braves were trying to get to 500 yesterday, but lost to Zach Agnos and the Rockies. Shirley, I heard you playing with having that. Do you have that clip, or were you making a promo? If not, it's okay. I just heard it.
Of which one?
Zach.
The save or his interview after the game? Because I have both.
Interview.
Well, let's hear the save first.
Okay, hang on.
Hey, Zach.
That would be a good line for, like, right after he closes the game.
Hey, Zach.
All right, here we go. Here's the save.
All right.
Trying to bring it home for the Rockies. The pitch. Fly ball, right field. Moniak coming on. He's got it. Ball game. And for 24-year-old Zach Agnos, who loves watching Game of Thrones, he gets the crown with his first big league save this afternoon. Rockies in the skid.
Very cool. Very, very cool against my team. Just imagine you're going out there for your first save facing Ozuna, Olsen, Ozzy. I mean, that's a hell of a lineup to face for your first save.
He ain't scared.
Matt Olson hit 50-plus home runs a couple years ago when Agnos was in, like, the low A baseball. And then he gets him out. That's really cool. You want to hear the interview?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Zach.
Me and TK were talking, and basically we're just ready whenever they call our name, whether it's the first inning, whether it's the ninth. It's the same game, and you try not to, make the game bigger than it is, especially later in the game, because it's the hardest 3 outs to get.
Was your heart pounding a little bit extra?
I mean,
2-1 game, you guys needed a win.
It's a big league level. Every time I go out there, I'm pretty amped up. So, every day's an opportunity to go out there and show your stuff and gain some trust, hopefully, in the coaches. So, just trying to go out there and just handle business.
That moment though, when they called and said, "Hey, hang on, get up." Tell me what that happened.
It was awesome. I mean, that obviously means they got a little bit of trust in me. So having that feeling frees me up, allows me to go out there and just, be who I am and pound the zone and just compete with my best stuff.
Do you,
What if
when
Mark
you go
Lindsay
out
showed
there,
up?
regardless if it's closer or whatever, do you ever go out there
You're
with the
listening
idea,
to-
oh my God, this is
Cool.
a big moment, particularly like today? Or do you clear all that stuff out of your head and just pitch?
I mean, those thoughts definitely creep in, but that's what playing the game for a long time does. You're able to contain those thoughts and push them to the side because after you throw that first pitch, it's right back. It's the same game. It's the same exact game I've played since I was probably 4 years old. So.
Blake, where do you feel like you've learned the most about your defense so far? What have they gotten better at, best, and besides what you just talked about, where they got to get better at?
That's a great question. Congratulations. 3 appearances for Zach Agnos. No runs allowed.
Dang.
I want to say 3 hits allowed to the previous game. 1. Oh, well, he pitched 2 innings in that game, I believe.
And he allowed 1 hit on his
So now
debut.
we're at 4 innings.
Mm-hmm.
So that would mean we're at 4 hits, I believe.
That's
then.
it,
Okay.
yeah.
4 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 1 save. Well done.
And another
Bravo.
Another former Pirate hit a milestone last night, too.
Jeff Hoffman.
Jeff Hoffman, and this is what it sounded like.
Got him on a slider up in the zone. A dangerous hitter retired for out number 1. And that ball is being taken out of play. That is Jeff Hoffman's 500th career strikeout. So congratulations to him. It'll be authenticated.
So they're going to slap a little sticker on it.
Dan Schulman? Who's the announcer?
That sounds like Sunday Night Baseball to me.
Is that Schulman?
I had no clue.
Okay. Who is that announcer? Who is that announcer? Jim Corrigan. Who's that?
In relation to Boo?
Jim Corrigan. He's a comic book character, attorney. I'm not seeing that.
I was thinking Jim Gaffigan, but...
Huh?
Jack Corrigan.
Corrigan. Who's Jack Corrigan? Wait, no. I'm talking about for Jeff Hoffman. Not for Zach Agnos. Dan Schulman. Thank you.
Glad to see everybody paying attention.
I texted Zach, said, "You just beat my favorite team and cost me a parlay." And I love it. Congrats, bud. That was awesome. Zach. And he said, ha, 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 ha. My apologies. Appreciate it.
Dan Schulman has been the broadcaster for the Blue Jays. He was the broadcaster in 95 to 2000 and then 2016 to this day.
Hey, that's how you get answers right there, buddy. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll say hey to Zach Kaplan when we return. Pirate Radio Live.
Zach.
Hey, Zach. On a Thursday, back with you after these messages.
I lived with back and neck pain for 10 years.
I lived with pain for 10 years.
I lived with left knee pain for about a year.
I tried everything from pain medication to cortisone shots.
I did not want to go under the knife.
And then I found QC Kinetics.
Their holistic treatments fixed my back and my neck.
Their regenerative treatments fixed my knees.
Their natural treatments helped heal my knee pain.
Without surgery, drugs, or downtime.
If you want to be free from pain, come to QC Kinetics.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green,
Green at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 five-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Hey, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. May and June will be here soon, and Mom and Dad are due for something extra special. There's no better gift than the protection of life. Empower your parent with a trip to Carolina Caliber. From home defense to concealed carry and tons of other personal protection and shooting sports gear, your parents deserve to choose from the finest selection in Eastern NC. Plus, the summer will be sizzling with exceptional factory promotions they won't want to miss. Grab a gift card and send them on over to Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
That's why the medical professionals at QC Kinetics take their job so seriously. When they treat patients like David Garrard, they are delivering long-term relief, treatments without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. 252-765-PAIN. That's 252-765-PAIN. Overtime Tavern is now open at 1011 South Charles Boulevard. Come in for great food, cold drinks, and all of the game day action. Swing in today and try their Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, mouth-watering burgers, and delicious wings. They are open until midnight Sunday through Thursday and open late until 3 a.m. on the weekend. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Now back into PRL. Here's the clip.
All right, had a fun night at Overtime Tavern last night. Sports trivia. Watched some Discovery Channel and NBA playoffs.
I enjoyed the wings, $1.25 each.
I'm gonna go around the table and ask everybody what they ate. Chandler, what'd you eat?
I had the $1.25 wings, half Cajun, half lemon pepper. Very, very good.
I had 6 lemon pepper, traditional, crispy. I didn't ask for them crispy. They just come crispy, and I love it. What'd you have, Bone?
10 lemon pepper wings with some French fries. Pretty good.
And let's welcome in Zach Kaplan. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
What's up, Clip?
Did you eat or did you just dine on that beer tower that I saw at your table?
I dined on the beer tower. I got some food down the beach yesterday.
You went to the beach?
I got away.
Cool.
What beach?
Emerald Isle.
Nice. That's my place.
Parts unknown. No, I'm just kidding. Emerald Isle. I'm a pretty predictable person. It's got down there. A little windy, but perfect temperature. Like, just gorgeous.
Not to go all Bill and Jordan on you, but did you go with anybody or were you solo?
Or do you want to talk about that?
I'm not here to talk about the past. No, I
want about this. Wait, what are you, Mark McGuire?
I like that that's a sounder already for you guys. That was very quick to get Jordan Hudson on the Pirate Radio.
During our Monday meeting, Big Dog only had one topic to bring to the discussion, and that was that CBS Sunday morning piece.
Correct.
So who'd you go with?
Myself. And I got to be honest, it might be a hot take. I had a great time.
So Jarrett's
I don't have to go on anybody else's schedule.
Jarrett's a big go to a restaurant by himself guy.
I frequent the beach by myself.
I've never been to the beach by myself, but I got to imagine it is very peaceful.
You bring a cooler out there, a speaker, do a little research.
Research?
Yeah.
What are you researching?
Whatever topic I'm feeling that day. blast some Randy Travis.
So do you pick a topic each time you go to the beach? Like today we're going to...
It's normally like conspiracies and stuff.
Today we're going to talk about the automotive industry.
Yeah, I mean, it's normally like chemtrails and...
moon landing.
Hey, you've mentioned that quite a bit on the show.
Get my message across.
Coming up on Jarrett's next trip to Emerald Isle, who really killed John F. Kennedy? Was it the Cubans?
Jackie.
Was it the Bonanno family?
Mike P says going places by yourself is awesome.
It's underrated. I agree, Mike P. Underrated.
I like to eat in a vehicle by myself, but like I've never been to the movies by myself.
See, like
you do that too.
Yeah, but I don't get the people who are like, you do that, and it's like, well,
no, I'm not hating on it.
No, nothing.
I mean, there's just people outside of here that are like, you go to the movies by yourself, and it's like, yeah, what am I going to take somebody and talk to them? Like,
and when you have a family, it gets harder to do things by yourself too. You're like, well, why are you doing that without us?
Trying to take advantage for the next 20 years.
Right.
Exactly. 20. That's what I was going to say. To Jarrett's point, take advantage of it now in our 20s. Hopefully not the next 20 years. I mean, that would be a lot, but.
Jamie asking Chandler, did you get the Italian wings?
Spicy Italian.
Delicious. Which wings we talking about?
Over here. Jerry says thoughts and prayers to the fan who fell over the Clemente wall at PNC Park in Pittsburgh last night.
Yes, he's fine. Is he
about
good?
that. No, he's in critical. He's still in the hospital.
Thanks for.
But he's still breathing.
Bringing the show down.
Reddit says he was not sober for that.
Reliable source.
As I say, reliable source.
I'm going to victim blame here. Oh, by the way, didn't they like take the Clemente sign off the wall? Did they put it back up or something?
It's back.
They put a sponsorship over it, and I'm like,
hey man, make that money.
The fans raised
H.
Yep, about it, and they put it back up.
Jamie said, speaking of taking advantage of it, my 21st wedding anniversary today. Happy anniversary, Jamie.
Shout out, man.
To you and your...
Don't know how you do it.
I mean, I was going to say lovely wife, but I've never laid eyes upon her.
Well, Jamie's a cool dude. I'm only assuming he's married to a lovely lady.
I would think so.
Happy anniversary, Jamie.
Happy anniversary to you. All right, Zach.
Yes, sir.
What's on the top of your sports agenda currently?
I have a question for you.
All right, I love it.
I asked Name Redacted and Chandler this question last weekend while sitting, and I asked Jared too, while sitting at Clark LeClaire Stadium. This ECU baseball team, so as it stands right now, they would be just the second, I believe, under Cliff to miss a baseball regional. How do they compare for you to the 2017 team in your mind?
Well, first of all, nothing compares to you.
Just in general?
Secondly, that team was like really bad from the start. Got off to a bad start, had injuries. That was a very weird year. This one's different because I need to look at that roster. I feel like we had good players on that team, and for whatever reason, it didn't jive. This one,
there were some injuries that year too, is what I've been told.
Certainly,
I was obviously not here.
A lot of new faces, and you could come up with more reasons as to why this team would struggle, as opposed to the other one. So 32-28, the overall record in 2017, just 7-17 in conference play. We always thought eventually they would get it going, and they did get it going in the tournament, in the AAC tournament.
But just too little, too late.
Yeah,
that year.
Some people on that team: Dwanye Williams-Sutton, Charlie Yorgan. Let's see, Turner Brown was on that team.
Kirk Morgan had the squeeze bunt to beat South Florida in the tournament. I remember that one.
Well, Davis Kirkpatrick was on that team, son of Donnie. Wash.
Is that right?
Jake Agnos.
Was Cruz on that team? Pac-Man?
Bryant Packer. Travis Watkins.
Yeah, I mean, they had
Jarrett's cousin.
A lot of players with the postseason. Bryce Harmon, Eric Tyler.
Matt Bridges.
Yeah, so that was a shocker because they had Evan Krasinski, and he might have been hurt that year. I'm trying to remember who all was hurt, but this is different. I feel like you can explain this one away more than that team.
Just kind of as a rebuilding year, starting 5 freshmen from the jump with Riley Hurd.
Is there such thing as a rebuilding year in college athletics?
I've been saying retooling because you lost a lot of guys.
You retool every year in college athletics.
Yeah. Well, in this day and age, baseball is a little bit less. I mean, you still get portal. You still definitely get portal stuff. I think because it's been interesting to me because in Cliff's mind, it was clear that he hoped this team would kind of manifest like the 22 team did, where it started bad, but then just got hot late and got better as they went. And obviously that has not happened with this group. They have, they go to Wichita this weekend, who's not good at either this year, but then you get the 2 best teams in the conference before you go to Clearwater. So, I mean, I suppose they could turn it around, but it's pretty late at this point.
Well, I mean, just go out and win the conference tournament.
Just simply do it?
Yeah. Alex said we were ranked preseason 6 in 2017, I'm pretty sure. So, that team had high expectations. This one...
We weren't even ranked.
Yeah, did not. But we thought they would win the conference.
Pick preseason to win the conference.
I had them as like a 2 or a 3 in a regional. I didn't know if this was a host a regional team. But certainly did not think they would play this poorly.
I think the biggest problem to me has been, one, they've never been on the same page. It's like if the hitting's going, if the bats are going, the pitching's not, and vice versa. But really, they've never, found a weekend rotation.
Yeah.
It started, you thought, okay, Norby Friday, Jenkins Saturday.
Well,
Zayak on Sunday.
It wasn't even supposed to start that way. It was supposed to start with Norby in the bullpen.
And then Towers.
And then we had the injuries.
Yeah. So it feels like they've never really had a rotation set.
Oh, wait, Norby starting tomorrow, so back in the starter role.
And then I think a TBA Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
What an effort by him last weekend. So he came in Friday, didn't go his way, right?
No, I mean once it went 9-0.
And then the next day,
he
comes in again.
7, 6, 5, 6, 7.
Awesome work by him.
I think 5 and change innings, maybe 5 1/3, 5 2/3.
And that was the narrative in 2022 too. When you talking about the weekend rotation, there really wasn't one all year long, and then we kind of found
C.J. Mayhew.
C.J. Mayhew. Carter Spivey came in and was strong later in that year. That was a year that we started 0-3 to Bryant. There was a time where we were, below 500. I want to say close to midway through the season.
And then jumped to number 8.
Right, and that was helped to a 20-win game winning streak. But you had some experience on that team, and you really don't have that on this team. Yeah. The experience you have, and Riley Johnson has missed majority of the season. So, hopefully they can get on a run here later in the year.
I was just curious your thoughts on a clip. It's like I said, I wasn't here, but I think Cliff Godwin has openly said he never wants to relive that season again. But it feels in some ways like they are, but to your point, a little differently.
He also has said the best thing that happened to them was to not make the regional. I guess to kind of say, all right, we can just flip the switch, kind of thing. I wonder if he would say that this year. I would think he would want to, I don't know. It feels like a different year. That a lot of those guys
went on to be very good.
Played very key moments in postseason baseball.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, just did not put it together that season. Joel says Chon's dome is glistening. That's nice.
Thanks.
Yeah. Got a shiny Ford.
I don't. Maybe it's different on the stream, but I guess it's a little. I'm kind of looking at it here on my phone a little bit.
Yeah, I can see it.
Just look right in that camera for a sec. Let's see.
Is it reflecting into the viewer's eyes? Do we need to put a visor on them or something?
Yeah. Do you want
put a visor on?
Like one of those what do you call it when they're doing a shoot we're
gonna let you figure this out.
Like a promo shoot outdoors, and you hold the thing up, block the lighting. I don't know.
Zach, we've never white balanced our cameras. Is that a problem?
It's not with your cameras. It would be for the one I usually use.
Well, let's take a break. I've got talk a little basketball. Just look at the roster with you guys. So we got some newcomers.
Got 10 guys.
And I want to see if I'm missing anybody.
Yeah.
As far as
this reminds me of what you did with football.
Yeah.
A couple years ago.
Well, there's no freshmen on the list, so I don't know if we have any.
Oh,
we have one commit I know of for sure.
I need to. Well, that's the one we're gonna add. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Bone.
Yep.
We'll talk about that and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Thirsty Thursday. Back with you after this.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
Aces for Autism, a nonprofit, is here to provide opportunities for individuals with autism and their families. A place of hope, joy, and success. Whether it's helping a child make their first sound or preparing a young adult for vocational opportunities, we provide support where it wasn't available before. You can help us support families by supporting Aces for Autism's Team Together campaign. There are many ways to participate, such as buying a brick or sponsoring a room. To learn more about our state-of-the-art facility, visit acestogether.com.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Talk a little bit about what you do from a sales and service standpoint.
We just see what everybody's circumstances are. Everybody's different. Credit scores are different. Lenders look for a lot of particulars, and we're here to help you. We try to offer a quality product, and we're here for you service-wise down the road, and we want to give you the discounts we like to offer our hometown people here and our family.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. We will earn your trust and business one vehicle at a time. Go online at driveherenow.com.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation, if this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
It's bow time. Bojangles is shaking up breakfast with the return of its sausage Bowberry biscuit. Savory, sizzling, country-style sausage topped with a drizzle of sweet icing, served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit stuffed with bowberries. Just when you thought you knew where breakfast was going, Bojangles flips the script. Right now, get 2 sausage Bowberry biscuits for just $5. But hurry to Bojangles, because even though breakfast is served all day, this deal is only here for a limited time. Order yours today. It's bow time.
Hey, buddy, it's me, your foot.
What? Are you okay?
Not so much. These old shoes are killing me.
But I've had these for years.
Years? I've been stuck in these things and now I'm screaming. You need custom fit shoes, my friend. And we're not talking one size fits all here. You need comfort, support, and most importantly, freedom.
Well, how do I get that?
Head over to Fleet Feet. They'll make me feel like $1,000,000 and keep you running strong.
Fleet Feet at the Old Gordon's Golf location on Arlington Boulevard. They custom fit every shoe for your unique foot. Visit Fleet Feet and step into comfort. Your feet will thank you.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 36 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequip.com to find the location near you. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle your insurance claims. They are locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina. They are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. They can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now back into PRL. Here's the clip.
All right, we got to do an exit interview with Grayson today. Grayson, what was your favorite part of the internship?
Honestly, one of the highlights was probably the spring football game.
What's your least favorite part?
When she had to do a vocal impression of me.
No, probably one of the baseball games that I just didn't watch all of the innings because I was bored.
did they get run ruled?
Was it the FAU game?
There was one really long one, and we were there for like 5 hours, and I was
tapped out.
Yeah.
What was that one? I appreciate your honesty. That's happened to me before too.
Did they get obliterated, or was it a close game, or you just kind of blanked it out after the 6th inning?
To be honest, I just think baseball's kind of boring.
Yeah. Speaking as someone who's there, if it's 5 hours, it doesn't matter if it's 15-0 or 2-1. Like,
was really hoping they had a 15 runs after 5 rule in the AAC last weekend on Friday. Not the case, by the way, but I did look it up.
Yeah, I had a bit of an issue, a gripe with Patrick Mason after that game because he was hyping up like, 5 innings and we're out of here.
Nope.
And then bottom of the 5, and they crumbled out for the 6th.
Nope.
Oh, man.
It's like, all right, Patrick, I'm going back to the field. Can't believe a word you say.
Yeah, I didn't get my hopes up after I looked up the AAC bylaws. Chandler, thanks for joining us as well. How's it going? He was like, what
the hell is your problem?
He was locked in on something.
You want me to leave?
No, I want you to stay. I want you to jump on in here.
Damn.
What is his problem?
Why are you looking at me? I don't know what he's doing.
Take him back.
He's incredulous that I would say that.
That was ridiculous.
Man.
I'm about to step out.
No.
Actually, at 4 o'clock. So.
You need to know your role.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Let's talk Pirate basketball. Returning to the Pirates next year at point guard, Tybo Bailey.
I like Tybo.
I love that name, Tybo.
What do you mean you like him?
Just, from the 2 minutes and 5
What do you know
games
about him?
I saw from.
All right. I love, with all my heart, Jay Shane Woodard. My guy.
Jay Shane.
That's a Pirate.
Jay Shane has unlimited potential.
Dang.
Indian River State legend.
He has the highest ceiling of anyone that's ever stepped foot in Minji's Coliseum.
And we want him coming off the bench.
6-man.
Nah, we don't want it, but if it happens, I wouldn't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it yesterday that said they liked it?
All of us, I think.
P-Mace, maybe?
Yeah.
Felton's back.
LaDante Felton.
No, obviously he's not going to be RJ, obviously.
How
but
do you know?
I don't know. I was just saying that. But he's athletic as all get out, man. Just seeing him in the dunk lines pregame, it looks like a dunk contest.
It feels a little nepotism.
Yeah.
It will be his first year playing college basketball.
But, man, it would be great if he could make a name for himself here at ECU.
We got to see it.
I think he could be a productive bench player.
I'm not expecting much.
Yeah.
But I like having low expectations. After I just said Jay Shane Woodard has the highest ceiling of anyone. Jordan Riley, we know what he is. Good player, highlight machine. I'm super thrilled he's back.
Defensive
Thrilling dunks.
Travion LeBeau, rebounder, defender.
Hustler.
Good small ball, big.
Can score a little bit.
Fills the box score.
I think he'll get more shots this year, and you'll see the scoring kind of come out.
And Reed Kaysen also returning to the team.
I'm excited for him.
I'm not, but
he did not get many minutes. But at the end of the season, when we would bring him in, just in spurts at the end of the halves and stuff, He always got a bucket.
There was a stretch in that final tournament game where he had like 2 or 3 really good minutes. Rebounding, block shot, offensive rebound.
Well, what really made me mad about that last tournament game was we kind of just went away from Reed Kaysen and put Sear in there, who
For
had
the
not
first
played,
time ever.
Yeah, who had not played 11 games, I believe.
Yeah.
Who is now no longer with the team.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Searching for a new home.
Those are the returners. Your newcomers, a couple of point guards. Isaiah Mbing.
Bang.
Mbing. Mbop. 6'1".
5.7 points per game.
Shot 31% from 3.
But bang.
Corey Calker. Hardly know her. 6 foot. JUCO. Forward, 6'11" from Providence. Eli Delorier.
What are we doing, Zach?
We're hopping in the Delorier.
Average 1 point per game with the Friars. Also, another transfer, Giovanni Miro Juju.
Giovanni.
How are we saying his last name?
Amejeru.
Giovanni Amejeru.
Can he measure up to standards of ECU basketball?
Can we get Giovanni an NIL deal with the Italian sub shop around here?
I'm excited for him.
He comes from George Mason. And we also have
6'11".
a high school commit.
High school.
And we don't know how to say his name.
Dottie.
I'm going with Dathy.
Dottie?
Dottie Quinn.
Dathy Bates.
Daithi Quinn, 6'4".
Daity.
3-star.
Jamie says my Italian accent is Borat, my wife.
Shout out Dathy, by the way. Tabor Academy, Marion, Massachusetts native. Stand up. Another mass hole in eastern North Carolina.
Fantastic.
Eastern North Carolina.
That's right.
Mike P said, Cy Seymour voice. I'm telling you now, Riley will be the best player on the team next year.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a hot take.
Yeah.
Can we set a line right now? Over, under 2.5 times that he's on the Sports Center top 10. He was on it twice last year.
I'll go over.
Jordan Riley?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mount Olive and Temple.
I'll go under and I'll say 2.
He's a dunker, man.
I got him at 2. It's hard to get ECU on the top 10.
Hey, that boy can dunk.
I'm telling you.
I want to see Riley, Woodard, and hell, all their other teammates jacking threes all off season. If Riley could develop a 3 consistently,
look out.
Which, he made some last year, right?
His midi's pretty good. Just extend that out to the
He got that
three-point.
midi?
He's got that midi on him?
There'll also be more shots for him to take from three-point land that RJ and CJ, well, not as much CJ, but RJ is no longer taking.
Yeah.
And a lot of his shots, he was a transition warrior. Every time we were out in transition, he was running with somebody, and he got a lot of points downhill that way. So he just, like Zach said, he really just didn't have the opportunity to spot up and shoot a 3 or create his own shot.
He had a couple of takeover games. Usually it was RJ. Sometimes it was CJ.
Kind of early in conference play.
He showed he could be the guy.
It just felt like he was involved in every play, whether he scored or not. I think he led the American in steals. That's a pretty big feat.
So what'd you say, Will? We got one more spot.
It looks like it. We have 6 returners and 4 transfers and 1 commit, and I think they would want to add another high school player just maybe for less turnover next year.
Well, I saw that they were
money to get one more portal guy.
Apparently in on a shooter from Idaho.
I did see that.
And he committed to, was it BYU? He committed somewhere else.
Wanted to go play with DeBanza, number 1 player in the class of 2026, also from Massachusetts.
And then we had Dante Holloman on a visit from Georgia Southern. He committed to Arizona State. So we have.
I don't blame him.
We have shown
Tempe. Can't say no.
We have shown the interest in trying to get that elite guard scorer, and I think getting Giovanni Amejeru kind of took their focus off of that because we have him who he sat behind Jalen Haynes at George Mason a lot, who was just a more gifted scorer. But he's a beast. He's 6'11", 265, and he can rebound and protect the rim like nobody else. So
feels like a guy that we could have great success with.
Just need a little more money in the bank to go get one more good scorer, proven scorer, even if it's from a lower conference.
Shooter,
bring him to Greenville.
Somebody that can shoot threes. One here.
Dythe Quinn, if that's how you say his name. I think they're banking on him to be able to come in.
Dude ain't going to play.
He's a 3-star.
He ain't going to play.
With high school freshmen now in this portal era.
He's not going to play, Will.
All right.
Doesn't happen as much.
We'll see.
I think there'll be, but some things to feel good about in Section 213.
About that.
Uh-oh.
They ain't renewing.
Courtside and halftime got to invite you down.
No, I'm going to be at some games.
Yeah.
Rooting on the poor.
Got to go to Will Call.
Any spring game? I know it's like way past that, but any
spring game?
Any spring game stuff stand out?
I'm trying to get 14 other of my best friends so we can paint J. Shane Woodard on our chest and all get tickets.
Zach's got a question.
Right now, I'm Big O. I'm the Big O. What's your question? Oh, we're out of time.
Any spring game stuff that stood out to you?
Nope.
We're running out here. All right. Thanks for having me, Clip.
Thank you for coming in. We'll check you out on WNCT at Channel 9 and Sports.
On your side.
Canes round 2. Looking forward to that. We'll talk about it next week.
Will be a great series with the Caps.
All right. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Clip.
Take a time out. We'll talk some Canes when we return with Brooksy Bear. Brooks Hill. That's on the way after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
At U.S. Cellular, we created an event called Us Days to celebrate our customers, like Gary here.
We get exclusive deals like $1,200 off any phone plus $500 off any tablet. It's a celebration so big, it feels like they wrote a hype song just for me.
Go Gary! Go Gary!
Celebrate Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find a store near you. We go beyond the call.
Pirate fans, the East Carolina football season ticket campaign presented by Hamill Builders is underway. The Pirates are looking to build momentum off an 8-win season and that Military Bowl win over North Carolina State. Head coach Blake Harrell wants you to be a part of his first full season as the Pirate head coach. Season tickets can be purchased for as little as $115. Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or go to ECUPirates.com today to get your 2025 season tickets.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. New spring arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at shimmerboutiqueonline.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and ShimmerBoutiqueOnline.com. Go Pirates.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
The biggest and best Memorial Day sale is on at Bostic Sub Furniture. Store-wide savings on furniture for every room, plus hundreds of items in stock with 6-month special financing. Plus, get a discount equal to 2 times the sales tax on beautiful living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, or 60-month special financing. Sleep better and save on a new brand name mattress with up to 60 months special financing. Don't miss the incredible Memorial Day sale on now at Bostic Sub Furniture.
burn, matey. This old ship's looking worse than a sea monster's backside. Look at these splintered planks, this saggy deck. It's a bloody mess.
Ah, you be right, mate. Even the galley's a disaster. Me kitchen's more like a dungeon than a place for cooking.
What we need is someone who can fix this old tub, make it shine like treasure.
Wait, I've heard of KDL Construction in Greenville. Kathy Herring and her crew do magical things with remodeling. They can fix up kitchens, bathrooms, even whole ships. Homes.
Aye, and she talks to her crew like a true captain. No surprises, just smooth sailing. I heard they got a skilled crew with cabinets, counters, and everything we need.
Aye, let's call KDL Construction, mate. It's time to turn this rust bucket into a beauty. I'm gonna visit KDLConstructionLLC.com today.
KDL Construction, turning your home from shipwrecked to shipshape.
You're listening to Hour 2. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right. Thank you, Grayson. Low man wins. Logan's here. Will, Shirley, J-Bone, Chandler out doing his salesman duties. Joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line, the Canes have moved on to round 2, and we will talk about it with Brooks Hill, former Pirate Radio intern, now the Director of Media Relations and Broadcasting for the Binghamton Black Bears. Brooks, how you doing, man?
Doing good, Clipper. Perfect timing. Just got back from afternoon practice down here in Winston-Salem, getting ready for game 1 of our finals.
It'll be Binghamton and the Carolina Thunderbirds in the 2025 Commissioners Cup. What is that, a best of 7, Brooks, or 5 or 3?
Best of 5.
Okay.
We're playing this weekend down here in Winston-Salem, Friday and Saturday, and then Carolina will travel up to New York and play the final 3 games, if needed, the final 2 next weekend back in Binghamton.
All right, good deal. So you got postseason championship hockey to call, and you've got postseason hockey to root for as well as the Canes move on, and they will play the Caps as Washington won their series. Before we talk about the Caps, Brooks, let's look back at the series with the Devils. Devils got one a home game in Game 3. Canes take care of business in the other ones. Relatively sweat-free, although they had to sweat out the last one, Brooks, getting down 3-0. That is usually not a recipe for success, but Carolina fought back big time in the second period.
Yeah, they did, and you're right. It's not a recipe for success. You come out flat during a home game. I think if anybody thought that they were going to get behind 3-0 in the first period, it would be when they're up in New Jersey. But, both times we saw New Jersey have multiple goal leads in this series. We saw the Hurricanes fight back. They did it in Jersey when they were down 2-0, tie the game in the third period. Unfortunately, lost that game in double overtime. But you know what they say, double overtime giveth, and it double overtime taketh. And luckily for them, the Hurricanes, caught myself, were able to cash in with the big names in the final stretch of last night or a couple of nights ago's game.
Brooks, big question dealing with the health of Freddie Anderson. So what does it look like as far as Canes goaltenders go heading into round 2?
Looking better and better each day. So Anderson gets hurt in Game 4, so they have to switch mid-game to Chekhov. Lets in a relatively easy one in his first 5 minutes. And started to hold your breath a little bit, but settled in nicely. He was able to get the win in relief of Anderson, even though Anderson is still going to get credit for that playoff win for the game that he got hurt in. And shaky start in Game 5, but team locked around him, and he didn't see a whole lot of shots after the first period, to where he wasn't really tested too much. So good bounce back for him. In terms of help for Frederick Anderson, he's taking steps in the right direction. Yesterday, he skated by himself and just the goaltending coach. Today, he skated with all the healthy extras or scratches. So a little bit of a group of about 6 skaters who just aren't in the active lineup right now. So I fully believe that tomorrow he'll skate with the team in the morning before they fly to Washington and they get ready for game 1 of the second round. So I fully expect him to be on the plane going to D.C. here for round 2.
Brooks Hill joining us, talking Canes playoff hockey round 2 coming up with the Capitals. Brooks, you kind of said it going into this series with New Jersey that it's time for Andrei Svechnikov to show up and put up some numbers and kind of prove his worth. And from a goal scoring standpoint, I guess he did that in round 1. How about his play in the series against the Devils?
Well, it was huge. You know, that's the guy who gets the second most money on the team behind Sebastian Aho. And you needed him to step up in the postseason where, quite frankly, the Hurricanes have relied on their depth scoring to push them through the first round, second rounds, and these last couple of years with Rod Brind'Amour. So when your big-name guys like Aho getting 3, Svechnikov getting 5 in a series, that's huge. And Svechnikov had that hat trick in Game 4 on the road in New Jersey. It's really big. And you know what? His first point of the postseason was an empty net goal. Sometimes, I know it's a cliche, but you just got to see it go into the net to, get you going. And that empty net goal proved to be really big as he got 4 more with a goaltender in the way the rest of the playoffs. So hopefully he can continue to stay hot. And I love the fact that we did see some line shuffling going on when things weren't going great for Carolina in Game 5, but you are going to rely on, your top scorers in Aho, Svechnikov, and Jarvis. So, really push you further in the postseason.
Brooks Hill joining us. Jared, you got a hockey question?
Yeah, for somebody who does not know or watch any hockey, what should I be looking out for in the Canes Cap series?
Okay, a lot of physicality. Definitely. Washington really changed the momentum of their series. Tom Wilson, number 43 for the Caps, he's a big guy, and he does have a little bit of scoring touch that he's developed over the last couple of years.
Let's do comparisons for Jarrett. Is he,
okay,
from what I understand, is he like a Draymond, Bill Laimbeer, dirty kind of guy?
Well, that's probably a good comparison, Draymond Green. Now, it's funny because I don't know a whole lot about basketball, so I'm shooting blind there a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, but, I know Draymond gets a lot of fouls and Tom Wilson gets a lot of penalties, but it's something that the Caps get behind and it gets them motivated. Now, the Hurricanes really don't have a true bruiser. They just rely on team play and sticking with it, and they're also a team that doesn't really retaliate. Like a lot of people thought the Hurricanes were going to try to retaliate and take out one of the Devils players once they took out Freddie Anderson, and they didn't. They just simply moved on, and they kept playing their game. So that's what I would expect to see here in round 2.
Not only do they have Draymond, Jarrett, they also have LeBron James on their team.
Ovi.
And yeah,
true.
And that's all I know about the Caps this year, Brooks, is that they I thought they were just kind of chasing a scoring title for him or a scoring record and did not realize they were as good as they are. So top to bottom, certainly a formidable foe, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. They finished second in the NHL in overall points, best in the Eastern Conference. That's why this series will start in Washington rather than in Raleigh for the Hurricanes. So the Hurricanes will only get games 3, 4, and 6. If necessary. So that's going to be a big thing for them, is to try to go up to D.C. and earn a split. Washington, everybody kind of thought that they were going to fall off when Ovi got hurt mid-season, broke his leg actually, had surgery, came back, and then he became the all-time leading scorer in the NHL, which is absolutely incredible to do, 1, at his age, and then 2, with the amount of games that he missed. During the regular season, he was still able to get it done. Now, they did kind of leak a little bit of oil going into the postseason, I thought, after they got the Ovi goal record, because you could tell that they were really playing for that. for a good stretch of time, but they were able to take care of business against the Canadiens, and they ended their series in 5 just like the Hurricanes did. So I think a lot of people had this matchup circled going into round 2, and it's going to be a big test for the Canes.
Brooks, I don't love the way hockey formats their playoffs with the seedings, and I don't like that we don't know when the next round's going to begin. When are the Canes and Caps going to play?
So they'll probably start on Sunday. That's what I think, because that's when Washington-Montreal Game 7, if necessary, was going to be played. It's funny. You don't like the way that the seeding is. I actually do, because if you look at it, only I think 2 matchups would have changed if they would have gone 1-8.
Okay.
Old school. The Western Conference actually would not have changed at all if they would have gone back to the old school way. It would have been only the Eastern Conference that would have flipped the script. I think the Hurricanes would have been the 4 seed if they were using the old way.
Meaning they would have got home ice advantage in round 2.
Correct.
Wait.
Would have probably...
No, incorrect. Sorry, I messed that up.
Depends on... Yeah, it depends.
I was thinking it would have been 4-5 in round 1 and 4-1 round 2. My apologies.
Oh, yeah, it's all good. I mean, hey, you fooled me for a little bit.
I got you. I had you in the first half, not going to lie.
Oh, man.
How about tonight, Brooks? 4 games coming up, so a busy night. Leafs, Senators. Leafs can close it out. Wild and Knights. Knights trying to close it out on the road. Dallas trying to close it out on the road against the Avalanche. And the Kings trying to close it out. The Oilers trying to close it out at home against the Kings. So let's say I want to watch one hockey game tonight. Which one should I pick?
Oh, my gosh, that's a tough one. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 instead, an early and a late one.
All right, yeah, that works.
Okay, so Ottawa-Toronto I think is going to be huge. Ottawa blanked Toronto in Toronto to get to Game 6 back in Ottawa. I think that's a lot of momentum.
Justin Hardy might be there. He's in Ottawa.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows? He might be, banging the drum for him. Whatever he do to get the crowd going. So I think that one's the early game, and that would be huge. I think Ottawa does force Game 7, and then we all know how Toronto plays in Game 7. It's not very well. And they have a hard time getting out of the first round. So I think that one is huge. And then the late game I suggest watching is Colorado-Dallas. I think it's going to be a high-scoring run-and-gun game. Former Hurricane Martin Necas, Jack Drury on the Colorado Avalanche, and former Hurricane Mikko Rantanen on the Dallas Stars. So a lot of former Hurricane ties in that game, and they will probably mention it no less than 5 times that Mikko didn't like being in Carolina, so then he came to Dallas, but he's not producing the same numbers that he did when he was with Colorado. So a whole lot of storylines going on in that game. Those are the 2, an early and a late game, that I suggest a non-hockey fan to watch.
All right, and I do have a future on the Edmonton Oilers, so hoping they can close out their series tonight.
What'd you get that number at, if you don't mind me asking?
I will look it up in a moment. While I do that, I will tell you that coming up Friday night, Jets and Blues. Talk about that one for a minute and a half while I look this up.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're going to Game 6 in St. Louis. Mark Scheifele for the Winnipeg Jets. I was scrolling Twitter earlier today and said that he is not traveling to St. Louis. He got hit pretty hard in Game 5, did not return, and it sounds like one of the leaders on the Winnipeg Jets is not making the trip to the United States for Game 6. So look to see if St. Louis can force a Game 7 in that matchup as well, and that would be very bad for the President's Trophy winning Winnipeg Jets. They finished as the number 1 overall seed in the postseason, so that could be bad, and they probably have the best goaltender in the NHL, and Connor Hellebuck as well. But their story on him is he does not perform well once the playoffs start.
I've got the Oilers at plus 900.
Okay, I think that's a fair number.
Yeah. Right now, if I cash out, I'll win $1.38. Should I do it?
Anytime you can get a profit, honestly.
Take that $1.38 and run?
Yeah.
All right. Brooks, good stuff, man. So you got game 1 coming up tonight. What'd you say?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. All right. Good deal.
Absolutely. So it's great to be back in North Carolina, even if I'm in Winston-Salem and not in Greenville or Wake Forest. But the pollen is attacking me like crazy. Sneezing a lot already.
Well, hopefully you can get over that and have a great call coming up on Friday night. Brooks, we appreciate you talking some Canes with us today, and we'll talk to you later on these playoffs, man.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Go Canes and go Black Bears.
All right, there is Brooks Hill, voice of the Binghamton Black Bears, joining us to talk some Hurricanes hockey. I'm fired up for round 2. My new fitted came in yesterday, so I'm looking forward to rocking that as the Canes play the Caps.
Nice.
Let's take a timeout. When we return, more to go. Hour 2. We got Danny Beal joining us this hour. Greg Hudson joining us hour number 3. Fleet Feet Rundown. Still a lot to do on this Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live.
How about the White Sox?
White Sox rolling 8-0 today over the Brewers in the 8th inning. About to get their 9th?
8th or 9th?
8th.
I checked it last night out of curiosity for your bet.
We need them to get 54, I think.
Yeah.
And this would put them at 8. All right. Fair enough. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
At Riley's Army, our mission is to provide support to children with cancer and their families in North Carolina. From emotional support to financial assistance, we are here to ensure no family faces this journey alone. Guided by faith and a commitment to love and service, Riley's Army invites you to join us. Volunteer, donate, or spread the word. Together we can make a lasting difference. Visit RileysArmy.com to learn more. That's RileysArmy.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Are you a new real estate agent wondering how to get your first deal fast? ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate is hiring, and we've got you covered. At ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we help new agents hit the ground running with proven training programs, high-quality leads from multiple sources, no cold calls, just real opportunities, one-on-one coaching from our experienced team, and cutting-edge marketing and tech tools. Don't start your career alone. Join the ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate team, a team that invests in you. Visit ENCPirateRealty.com and never worry about where your next deal is coming from. Go Pirates!
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Looking for
for an adventure that's refreshing in more ways than one? Welcome to River Vibes, where nature meets flavor. Freely paddle through the stunning Pamlico River on one of our kayaks or stand-up paddle boards. After your adventure, cool down with one of our mouth-watering smoothies, refreshers, boba teas, or fresh juices. Plus, grab some awesome River Vibes gear to remember the day. River Vibes, where every moment is a splash of fun. Visit us in historic downtown Washington or on Facebook or Instagram. Ride, relax, and refresh at River Vibes.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of Greenville Auto World and Greenville Motor Company and is fully stocked with an inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 48 years. Now back into PRL. Here's the clip.
Alrighty, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. What is this? Do we have a position player pitching? Because he just threw a 67-mile-per-hour pitch. Check this out, Jarrett. It's 8-0 in the 8th. Okay, they didn't even show the pitch that time.
Slider. While you're watching that, by the way, that was Grayson's last read as a Pirate Radio intern.
This is how I find out.
Yes, this is how you found out, because she's getting ready.
You know what? I'd rather you do it that way than tell me this is going to be Grayson's last read, because then it would have got emotional. Right. But now that you tell me after the fact, I think I'm okay.
Chandler's crying in there.
Well, he's a softie. That's
Chandler
sweet.
Cries at everything.
That's very sweet.
I don't cry.
Grayson, what's your next move?
You said what?
What's your next move?
I'm graduating on Friday.
Next Friday, right?
Yeah, next Friday.
Okay.
Not tomorrow. And then moving back home. And then
And
start
getting a big girl job.
Yeah, big girl job. I'm going on a cruise though before.
What cruise line?
I'm going on a Carnival cruise. I'm going to Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, and the Dominican.
How many folks?
Be careful. Don't get off the boat in the Dominican Republic.
I probably will get off the boat.
Dude. There's always a white girl like you that goes missing on these trips.
Jeez Louise.
Why are we assuming it's going to be Grayson?
You gotta stop watching the news.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, y'all can talk about me on the radio if that happens.
By the way, did you see the last girl that went missing in the Dominican Republic? It was like 2 weeks later, and her family's like, "Can you just declare her dead already?" And it's like, what?
No, Jared, I didn't see that story.
If it's me, y'all better wait like 2 years.
That's what he researched at the beach last time.
Yeah.
Missing
cold cases out of the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you have fun.
Thank you.
You should be like a dog, the bounty, Bone the bounty hunter.
I am the dog, the big bad dog.
This is what Grayson's
Find you a
farewell
woman
segment
with
is turned into.
nothing.
Yeah, Beth. Find me a woman with giant gazookas.
Dude, you are unleashed today. You should be home with Byron. What's his name?
Byron Allen.
Byron Allen.
I don't think a comic could be more leashed than that show.
Well, Grayson, congratulations to you. I'll cut Jared off from that. Congratulations to you. You have a job lined up. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you working with us.
And I'll come back and bring gas station hibachi one day.
You owe us gas station hibachi. Do they have gas station white sauce that goes with that?
The best white sauce.
Of course.
The best.
Of course. Man.
Congratulations. There's no better where you graduate at, Minges or Dowdy? Do you know?
My big one's in Dowdy, my small one's in Minges.
Oh, wow.
Mike P said, you know what doesn't make the news? The millions of travelers who leave and come home safe. You're right. The mainstream media don't want you to know about that.
Hey.
Great point.
But yeah, congratulations. No better feeling than walking into that building and hearing your department called and being able to stand up.
I was kind of depressed.
Really?
Yeah, because like I didn't have a job lined up.
Oh.
I was like, I'm an adult.
Yeah, that sucked.
I can't go like drink on a Tuesday with my friends at OT's.
What's about to happen in my life?
Yeah. I don't know. It just seemed like it was a long road.
Oh,
I
definitely.
traveled.
Definitely that. Yeah, definitely that.
Very emotional.
Jamie says Chandler's in there crying because Zach picked on him earlier.
What was his problem?
I don't know, man.
Good Lord.
He woke up on the wrong side of the futon. We'll check in with Danny Beal in about 10 minutes or so. Let's do some on this day. Jarrett, you want to tell us about Ron Ayers' 50th anniversary?
On this day, brought to you by Ron Ayers. They're this month and the entire year celebrating 50 years. And this Saturday, May 3rd, they're having an open house that will include Chain Reaction BMX stunt team.
Chandler probably couldn't do that.
Yeah, he probably couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But free barbecue sandwiches, free Sparky snowballs, and a Kawasaki electrode bike giveaway. And you can find Ron Ayers Motorsports at 1929 North Memorial Drive in obviously Greenville, North Carolina.
Hold on, I want to play the beginning of round 3's trivia with Will and Grayson, and if Logan wants to chime in. Hey, Logan, come here for a second. I want to see how they do.
Is this the horse one?
Yeah, because it's kind of a guess for most of them. All right, so I'm going to read you 2 names here. One of them is a Kentucky Derby winner since 2000. The other is a current New York Times best-selling book. You have to give me the name of the horse that won the Derby. Are you ready?
Are we working together? Or?
Yeah, you can work together. Oh, well, how should we do it? Together.
This is a family show.
Together. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves. All right. Is the name of the Kentucky Derby winner since 2000 Blood Orange or I'll Have Another? One is a book, one is a horse. What are we feeling? Blood Orange, I'll Have Another. You talk on the mics, please. We're on the radio.
I feel like the point of this game would be to throw us off. So
it's not.
I tried to just make them kind of even.
I'm thinking I'll Have Another is the name and Blood Orange is the horse.
Because I feel like Blood Orange, for the right audience, it's a good name for a book. So.
Wait, are you saying horse or book for Blood Orange? I'll Have Another, Blood Orange. Which is the horse?
I'm thinking I'll Have Another is the horse.
Logan, what do you got?
Blood Orange is the book. Yeah.
We're going to go with I'll Have Another is the horse.
You are correct. I'll Have Another is the Kentucky Derby winner.
I think the Dooley boys went perfect in this one.
Well, good for you. All right. Kentucky Derby winner since 2000 or 2000's emo rock band. Your 2 options are Super Saver and Taking Back Sunday. Which one is the horse? Which one is the emo rock band? Super Saver, Taking Back Sunday.
And that'll be game. White Sox win 8-0.
Yeah, Taking Back Sunday is a rock band, so we're going to go Super Saver as the horse.
I love Taking Back Sunday, at least a few of their songs. The answer is Super Saver.
I only knew that one because Monday we were at the Buck and you were like, what do you know about Taking Back Sunday?
Oh, I did say that to you, didn't I? They were playing it.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. All right. Kentucky Derby winner since 2000 or 2005 Academy Award nominated film. Always Dreaming, Finding Neverland. Which is the horse? Which is the film? Always Dreaming, Finding Neverland.
I feel like Finding Neverland is a movie, but I don't think it's a 2005 Academy Award nominated movie.
Okay.
But
a lot of butts. What is this, a Sir Mix-a-Lot video?
I don't think Finding Neverland came out in 2005.
But I think it is a movie. So, Grayson, what do you think?
You know, I think I'm going to go the opposite.
Okay.
Now we have a
So what are y'all going to go with?
I broke up the team.
Well, now this is our first adversity. We gotta find a common ground.
Yeah.
What
Guys rule, girls drool.
No, we are a all-inclusive team.
Okay.
What was the other name besides Finding Neverland?
Always Dreaming.
Always Dreaming.
See, now in
It's a
theory,
good movie.
that would be a good name for a horse.
Yeah.
Like,
what classifies a good name for a horse?
Yeah, it's
like I
really-
think Reggie is a good name for a horse, but like
something classy.
Reggie Ledoux.
But I'm still stuck on the fact that I think it's a trick question or a trick.
I think you're tricking yourself here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna defer to my teammates then.
All right. What do we got? Grayson, final answer.
I'm thinking Neverland is the movie and the other one's the horse.
You are
Let's go with it.
correct.
Yep.
Finding Neverland, released in 2004, nominated in 2005.
This just means that girls are much smarter.
We deferred to Grayson and she got it right.
Very good. Kentucky Derby winner since 2000 or top 20 goal scorer in the Premier League this season, Evan Nilsson or Giacomo. So it's
Evan Ilson.
Evan Nielsen's the top goal scorer.
Okay. And Giacomo is the horse, and that is correct. And last one. Kentucky Derby winner since 2000 or 1931 American League MVP. Your options are Lefty Grove and Smarty Jones.
Lefty Grove is the American League MVP.
Smarty Jones is the horse. Well done, interns. You aced the test. Well done. All right, let's do some On This Day. I thought that was fun. A few people got mad last night because they kept missing them.
Come on.
Come on.
But on this day, 17 years ago, Steiner math was invented.
Yeah, that's right. Samoa Joe's fat and the rest. On this day in 2004, Will, this outfielder set a Major League Baseball record for being intentionally walked.
See you, Grayson.
Bye, Grayson, forever.
Barry Bonds.
Correct. Intentionally walked 4 times in a 9-inning game.
Dang.
That's crazy.
I think that was also the game that he got walked with the bases loaded.
On this day in 1996, the Bulls swept the Heat in round 1 of the NBA playoffs. It was the first time in 14 years as a head coach, this coach was ousted in the opening round. Who was the head coach of the Heat in 1996?
Was it Pat Riley?
Low man wins. Very good, Logan. All right, let's see if I can find another one for you. On this day in 1992, he stole his 1,000th base.
Ricky.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
Ricky Henderson.
Yankee legend.
On this day in 1991, he threw his 7th no-hitter at 44 years old. He was the oldest to throw a no-hitter.
Nolan Ryan.
That is correct. I love that y'all know your history.
Shout out Marvin. Taught me all about the legends of baseball's past.
Thank you, Marv. Well, Irving Fryer was the number 1 pick by the Patriots. Went to Nebraska, I believe. Let's see, anything else we can do here?
Nah.
Yeah, I think we're about done. We're in the 60s now.
A lot of horses.
A lot of horse stuff. You guys, what do y'all watch the Derby? You young generation?
When I've been home, like throughout my years before I got to ECU, it was always something that we would watch with my grandparents. But
I got to go one year.
Say what?
Yeah.
You went to the Kentucky Derby?
I did. I was 12 years old, and we were in Kentucky at the time.
Like, what the hell? Let's go.
Over the summer. And, yeah, we just ended up going. And my dad and my granddad, they were betting on horses, and it was fun. I mean, I was too young, but I really want to go back so that I can actually bet on horses.
So I wonder, like, just to get in, roughly, how much would that be?
$300.
Yeah.
You think so?
It was like...
my guess.
It was...
Well, back when Logan went, I would say 300. Nowadays, probably about 3,000.
And there's a dress code and everything too.
Well, I couldn't wear this.
No.
Why not?
Because it's
a classy event, dude.
Yeah. It's a
with people with a lot of money who aren't classy at all. General admission tickets start at $220. Were y'all in the infield or you in a suite? Do you remember where you were?
We had access to like this indoor area, but we were outside.
Yeah.
But we could you could bet inside, and they actually have like a bunch of like like roulette table. They have it's like a gambling operation, but then they also have the horse betting. It's a cool.
Oh, so they have other games you can do.
So they got table games?
I don't remember.
Jared is now interested.
Yeah.
I mean, it was worth it as a kid.
It's like a mini casino almost, right?
Well, damn, Logan.
Nice.
It's fun, yeah.
Anything else? Any other cool events you've been to we don't know about? You've been in the Masters?
No. I went to the U.S. Open last year.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
This guy.
There's a chance I'll be going to the PGA Championship this year. It's in Charlotte. Quail Hollow, one of my favorite courses.
You and R-Truth?
Me and my grandpa.
Is your grandpa R-Truth? He's old enough to be.
There's speculation.
When he says what's up, is he talking to you? That's crazy.
Maybe.
Ah, man. Live golf. I bet I went to the Michael Jordan Golf Classic. Your kids don't know what that is.
I do. Is it in Raleigh?
No, it's in It was in Greenville.
I think they've had it in Raleigh one
Maybe
time. I remember my mom is a photographer, and she took pictures of like Michael Jordan and stuff and got like his signature.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. They did that when I was a kid every year. Got to meet some celebrities.
You ever been to the LeClaire Classic?
I have. I've been to the Keith LeClaire Classic.
I thought I had something over y'all.
I think everybody. Have we all been to the?
I've never been to a Raiders game.
I've been to 2.
Yeah.
I went to one in Jerry World on Thanksgiving. That's probably the greatest thing I've ever done.
Jamie says he used to go to Churchill every now and then. Never a Derby, but he said the Indy 500 is cooler. Would you like to do that, Jarrett?
Not the Indy 500, but the Brickyard 4 or 500. The NASCAR race they do in Indianapolis. I would love to.
I'd rather see that.
Yeah, I'm not big on the Indy stuff.
So F1 is huge, huh?
I don't care for it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think it's more huge because of the personalities. Like you have like Lando Norris and.
Never heard of him.
Well, I mean,
But people really love that. I don't get it.
It's more of, in my estimation, it's more of an international thing. Like NASCAR is a true American. That's why Jarrett loves
Damn
it.
straight.
But if Jarrett was a European, he would like F1.
I don't even like the thought of that. And the fact that you said that, I think we should just cut your mic off and go to break because we got to get to Danny Beal soon.
All right. You heard the man.
Yeah, don't call me European.
Look a little Polish.
That's even more offensive, honestly.
All
Danny
right.
Beal with us right after these words.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked
Wings
up.
Over Greenville just turned up the heat with a new honey hotter flavor. Sweet meat spicy in the boldest way yet. Download the Wings Over app, enjoy the frequent flyer club, earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. Save your go-to orders, order ahead, and skip the line. First-time app user, get free tenders just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels & Gakwe Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years, and their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gakwe can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs, such as braces and implants. Visit them on Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gakwe Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clipper.
All right. I don't know what kind of shady dealings you and Greg Hudson have going on, but he has requested to talk to you. Coach Hud will join us Hour 3. Danny Beal joins us right now on the Pirate Radio Live line, host of the Danny Beal Show. Pitcher for your Down East Bird Dogs. What's up, DB?
What up, Clipper?
Have your Bird Dogs activities began?
Yes, they started Monday. We had, I guess, the opening day of spring training. It's not technically spring training, but that's what we're calling it. Had physicals on Monday, just regular practice stuff. Got to meet everybody, got our gear and stuff. We inter-squatted Tuesday and today. I threw today, and it went well. So I'm sitting on my front porch in lovely Kinston right now talking to you guys.
Beautiful. Danny, I was going to ask you a question. As I thought about it, I thought it was a stupid question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. It's stupid because of all the innings and appearances you made when you were a Pirate. I was going to ask, do you have to do anything training-wise to extend yourself, making sure you can go for longer outings as a starter rather than a reliever? But you were used to coming in and throwing 3, 4, 5, 6 innings, whatever. So do you have to do anything different as you prepare to be a starter?
it's certainly a different mindset relieving. Like, I feel like relieving, Cliff says it all the time. It's like you're closing one inning at a time. Like, you don't know how long you're going to go. So blow it out for this one inning. And if you got enough in the tank for the next inning, then we'll go and do that. And it worked out well for me while I was a Pirate. But I feel like now, just talking to the guys around baseball, like Spivey and Gavin, and I've talked about it a lot, just trying to pick those guys' brains because they've done it for a long time at a very high level. But just trying to pick their brains on how to go about it with weightlifting, throwing, how much should I throw, all that other stuff. And I think it's more about pacing myself now rather than it is blowing it out in the first inning because I'm expected to go, multiple innings at every start. So it's something I have to get used to. I think building up over the past couple months at Shred and then while I've been here has been helpful, just kind of trying to do the right things to put myself in the best position to succeed once the season starts next week.
Danny, I'll revisit this question with you a couple months from now, but you go from East Carolina where it's the culture, the team, the Pirate way to now professional baseball where obviously if you're putting a uniform on, you want to win a game, but it's so much more individualized. You're trying to be the best player you can to get attention from minor league teams and major league organizations. So have you felt that yet? Does it feel different that again, it's a team sport as always, but you're out there kind of as an individual as well?
Yeah, I want to hit on a couple points because I've gotten asked this question a couple times just from people around and guys that I used to play with and stuff. It's certainly individualized. You're kind of doing your own thing. You're getting your work in. Like, they're letting us leave after we finish up our stuff. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to, if you want to hang out, whatever. But I think on the flip side of that, like, for example, in college, you see a lot of teams go to Omaha that have guys get picked up. For example, with State, they had a bunch of guys that were average to below average players, but they went to Omaha and they played well during that stretch, so they got picked up and drafted and undrafted free agents, all that good stuff. So I think as it pertains to indie ball and professional baseball, if your team's good, you'll get looked at more. If you get looked at more, you have a better chance of getting signed. So obviously you want guys on your team to play well, so you play well as a team, and then the more exposure you get by playing well, the better you are off. But like, for example, today we had a guy in the last inning of our inter squad hurt his shoulder, and we're like, the entire staff was watching him pitch. We were just excited to see him go out there and compete, and he hurt himself, and it sucked in the moment because we're like, we feel for the guy. So it's not like it's all, oh, we don't care how anybody does but ourselves. Like, it is what it is. Like, we're all in this together in terms of knowing what it took to get to this point, how much we're sacrificing to be here. Like, there are guys from California and Mexico and Oregon State. One of my roommates pitched at Oregon State last year, and it's a crazy whirlwind of how it is and how everybody gets here, but it's a cool journey to be a part of.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Danny Beal joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Our buddy Ryan Meadows, coaching at Lenoir Community College. You got an exhibition with those guys, and then Wednesday versus the U.S. Military War Dogs at Camp Lejeune. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I was talking to Mully about that last weekend, and he's like, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be a ragtag group. It's going to be interesting to see how they play you guys. But I'm looking forward to next week, and I think they're making cuts on our team. I guess at the end of this weekend, we have one more inter-squad Saturday, and then I think they'll make cuts. So I think by the time, I guess around Monday next week, we'll have a settled roster, and I'll be able to tell you guys when I'm throwing next.
And it gets underway for real coming up next Friday against the Ottawa Titans. And, of course...
they have to come to us.
What's that?
I said, thank God they have to come to us.
Yeah, exactly. So we got DB ready for Bird Dogs baseball, and Jarrett got Pirate baseball this weekend.
Yeah, the game on Tuesday against Elon, I thought the pitching was spectacular. Zayak, D'Lo, Brad Pruitt coming in late. How important is it to have an outing like that after the weekend they had against Tulane?
Yeah, and I can say this now because D'Lo knows I love him and all that stuff. I'm glad he finally pulled his head out of his butt because, God, he was on a bad little streak there, and he wasn't pitching up to his standards nor anybody else's on the team. But I feel like setting the tone with Zayak was really great. Obviously, I didn't get to watch it. I looked at the box score and some of the other stats because it's on slow for some stupid reason. But being able to see them go out there and do their thing, the offense do just enough to win, and the pitching was great. D'Lo was lights out. Obviously, what was it, 4 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and like 5 punch-outs. Is by far the best outing of his year for sure. And Brad being able to bounce back from his Friday outing where he gave up 100 runs, it seemed like, in the first inning, and being able to close it out. But it's outings like that where you can build on it. And I think at this point where everybody listening and everybody on the team kind of knows it's Clearwater or bust at this point, that you're just trying to build confidence and get to the point where you are confident enough till the do or die week of the conference tournament. And I think building confidence offensively and defensively, especially on the mound, because as everybody knows, you need pitching because you're going to play 100 games. It feels like you're going to have guys that aren't used to being out there, get outs for you in big moments. And the more guys that can have confidence in those moments, the more guys you'll be able to deploy and you'll win more games and so on and so forth. So.
Yeah, they go to Wichita State this weekend. Apparently they're not really good. How do you think the Pirates fare, especially with Ethan Norby back starting on Friday?
It doesn't matter who we're playing. They're going to give us our best shot, and we never play well there, as Cliff will probably say in the post-game, just because of the fact that I don't know why we don't play well there. There's a few places in our conference where we just don't play well on the road, but it's kind of nut-cutting time for them in terms of the fact that they have to play well to be able to put themselves in a good position to potentially, be a good seed in Clearwater, and they have to gain confidence with themselves. So take advantage of a bad team. Norby, you said Norby was starting Friday, correct?
Yeah.
Which is huge for confidence, which is kind of contrary to what they were saying where they moved him back to the bullpen. But the fact that he's starting means they have confidence back in him again, and he's going to go out there and put up, like I said last week, I said this on the show last week, we need to have a good first inning and set the tone for the weekend. We did not do that last Friday, and we saw how that series ended up. So Norman needs to go out there, set the tone early in the first, and then we'll have a good weekend.
Danny Beal joining us. Danny, want to kind of wrap this up in a different direction. Saw today that the Pacers front office has banned Tyrese Halliburton's father from games for the foreseeable future after he inexplicably goes nose-to-nose with Giannis after the series ends. So stupid. I've met your dad, talked to him a couple times out at Clark LeClaire. When I talked to him, he was kind of standing on his own. Kind of reminded me of my dad when I played like Little League. He would stand by the fence and not sit in the stands. But your dad, kind of a cool, laid-back guy. But I'm curious, Danny, how were your parents as baseball parents? Were they the yelling at umps, embarrassing you, or were they kind of chill?
No, I don't think they would never yell at umps. If they did that, I'd tell them to chime down a little bit. But there's a lot of parents that are like that, and I think the older your kid gets, the more you understand there's no place for that. Like, for example, like Ethan Norby's dad, every single time he pitches, keeps a little book with all the stats that he wants to keep track of, and that's how he kind of watches his outings to be able to do that. Like, for example, Spivey's mom a couple years ago would get so nervous that she would put AirPods in and listen to Springsteen by Eric Church on repeat for Spivey's entire outing. He would get so nervous. But like my dad, if you've been around him, he's a chatterbox. He can talk to anybody, as people know. He's honestly a bigger cheerleader for the other guys than he is for me. Like, he'll cheer for me every once in a while, but he just wants everybody else to do so well just because he cares about the guys. And obviously my class meant a lot to him. And it sucks because he hasn't been out or back out to the Clark LeClaire area just because he's still recovered from the fact we couldn't beat Evansville last year. But I feel like a lot of parents are like that.
If Wyatt Lunsford Shankman ever pitches for the Mariners and makes his debut, I fear for his mother, because watching her while he was pitching in a regional, she was like shaking and she was so nervous. She could barely watch. And but it's a big moment. I get it. But man, it's got to be cool for the parents to see their kids go out there and play at a level like East Carolina.
She was out there this weekend, and I got a chance to talk to her just about Shank a little bit and how he's doing and stuff. And it was funny just because we were reminiscing on all the times, and she was saying the same thing about how nervous she gets. And Dawn Hunter, Jake Hunter's mom's the same way. All the moms have this little sorority of like nervousness whenever there's in where they each other and like, we're praying for you. We hope he does so well. And it's funny. That's all I hear about now because my mom's glued to the TV whenever we play.
Johnny is asking, have you been assigned a jersey number yet, DB?
No, I have. So we have laundry loops in our locker, which is basically you just put your dirty clothes on this loop and they wash it and they put it back in your locker. My loop says 36.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's for sure because I don't know if everybody's gotten random jersey whatever. But if it's 36, I guess I'll wear Sailor's retired number and we'll go from there. I would obviously prefer 45, but we'll see what happens.
Good stuff. DB, enjoyed it, man. We will keep in touch with you. Check out the Danny Beal Show with Brandon Golden. Good interview on the latest edition. Folks can check that out. And we'll keep in touch and talk more baseball with you next week, man.
Yeah, guys, check out that episode. BG was awesome. We'll have Coach Palumbo and Coach Jason Dietrich up in these next couple weeks talking to two great baseball minds, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But, yeah, I'll talk to you guys next week, and I'll let you know when I'm throwing so you guys can come check us out.
Cannot wait for that, man. We'll make a group trip to Granger Stadium. Thank you, Danny.
All right. See you guys.
See you.
DB, Danny Beal, joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line, as we wrap up hour number 2 of today's edition of the show. A lot of scores. What you got, J-Bone?
If he does wear 36, he'll be wearing the same number as Zach Agnos.
How about that?
Yeah.
Who got his first MLB save against the Braves yesterday. Some scores from today. Cubs win. They beat Paul Skeens 8-3. Cubbies over the Pirates earlier today. HUD's Reds beat the Cardinals 9-1. Earlier today, it was the Mets losing to the Diamondbacks 4-2. White Sox blanking the Brewers 8-0. Royals beat the Rays 8-2. Right now, we're watching the A's over the Rangers 3-0. In the 9th inning, Guardians and Twins are in a rain delay. Top of the 8th, tied at 2 on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Buck. And go catch Major League Baseball, Stanley Cup playoffs, NBA playoffs.
They're having a derby Saturday.
Yeah, what are they doing?
I think like best outfit or whatever. You get like a $50 gift card. They'll have some specials and whatnot.
Go watch the Derby at the Buck. We'll take a break, come back. Hour 3. Coach Hud, Greg Hudson joins us. Got our Fleet Feet rundown and more. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Eastern North Carolina
Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Big changes are coming to the Rick House. A new menu is on the way with great food, and it's the perfect atmosphere for a night out.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000 square foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless store is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clipper.
Don't mind me. I'm just wearing Greg Hudson hand-me-downs. Santa Hud came to the studio today.
And everybody that received items are now covered in gifts for birthdays,
yeah,
bar mitzvahs, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Thanksgiving, Merry New Year, until the next election. After the next election.
All y'all want to be thin and in shape? If you were a fat guy, you'd be getting some cool clothes right now.
Yeah, or at least the double X.
Thank you, Hud.
You got it.
Awesome stuff.
That's a nice one.
It is. I like that one, and I can't wait to get that track deal on me.
Maybe if I wore a couple shirts under it, I could still wear that. Get that one back.
Maybe a parka.
Wait, take backs? You do take backs on your hand-me-downs?
If I like it.
Man,
if I like how it looked on you, I was like, well, shit.
Between you and Mac McCarthy.
I said, well, why did I stop at Sheets and get that?
Between you and Coach Mac, I kind of look like I was involved in college athletics now.
Yeah.
Over at Chattanooga and Notre Dame and East
I really
Carolina.
like that short sleeve quarter zip.
It looks like a first base coach or something for baseball. The quarter zip deal.
Oh, I got one. I got a Nike Golden Gophers.
Ooh,
nice spring and fall jacket. I think it's got your name on it.
Do you still just have closets and closets of
No, not anymore.
Notre Dame, Minnesota? It's all gone. Cincinnati.
Yeah. Yes.
Did you repurpose those for actual gifts for people?
No.
Yeah, you're a better man than me.
I did something little outside the box. As I went through, if you heard the podcast, as I went through my left-hand turn in life and my journey, I really sort of disconnected from my past and clothes and some possessions and stuff. One day I took maybe 4 or 5 big boxes, and I took them to one of the centers that runs the places where the men were in recovery in different houses, and I gave it all away.
That was a big day for them.
So it was like a transition from, okay, here's all the football life stuff.
Right. I get that.
And, for the shoes and,
a purge.
It really did. And a cleansing.
A cleansing.
Yes,
There you go.
yes.
Well, Hud, we got a lot to talk about.
Okay.
Jamie's already got some questions. We'll talk Derby. I'll add that to the list. But first, I want to start with the spring game because you were there in the Town Bank Tower, at least for a little bit of it. I came away from that weekend saying the worst part of the spring game festivities is the spring game. It was pretty boring.
Oh, absolutely.
But I loved everything else. But the game itself, I mean, did you get anything from that football game?
No.
Practice?
Well, when I was sitting there with you guys, and so for me, I got something out of it because I got to exercise my brain.
You did.
Because I was telling you where the ball was going to go.
You were.
And why.
They're on the right hash. What are they going to do here? They're in the middle of the field. What are they going to do?
Nothing.
It's like, Hud, I don't know.
I'm trying to help you.
They're going to snap it to the quarterback, dude. I don't know.
First of all, whenever it's in the middle of the field, everybody just bounces up and sort of plays it safe. I mean, we played like two defenses for 5 years here in the middle of the field. Because the ball's hardly ever in the exact middle of the field. But for some reason in practice, the offense scripts it and the ball's in the middle of the field a lot in practice.
Right, yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because they got more space. They can complete more balls.
It's an offensive thing? Yeah.
Yeah, because in the NFL, why do you have to be so fast? The ball's always in the middle of the field.
The hashes are tighter, right?
They're with the uprights.
Yeah.
They're equal to the uprights. So the ball's always in the middle. So you got to be able to run sideline to sideline every snap.
It is interesting watching a game with you and when we had like Crandall and Jason Nichols watching an ECU game that was a quarterback receiver. What y'all watch compared to what we watch? I watch the ball.
Yeah, well, my first year of coaching, I watched the Mike linebacker. Then I would rewind it.
Like nonstop?
No, but then I'd rewind it 20 times. That way I could watch the Sam, then the Will.
Okay.
I couldn't, my eyes couldn't see. Now I can see all 22 people, the refs, the guy holding the chains, guys holding whatever those signs they hold up now and stuff. My eyes are just trained to see it. It's not like I have any extra knowledge. It's just I've exercised my brain in that area.
Well, you're watching it the other day with us from the bird's eye view. Chandler, we pulled up an old West Virginia game, not the one we won, but the one in 06 here. And you were on the sidelines for that game. You were on the sidelines for every game, I think.
Man, that screen pass got us.
Well, they had some studs on that team.
You know who got his first run? No. Who went in at the end of the game and played like 2 series and played excellent.
For us?
Yes.
Who?
True freshman, Nick Johnson.
Nick Johnson.
I threw him in. I was like, just, you go in.
White Buffalo?
The white buffalo. An extinct animal. Hockey check at Nike.
I want to pull that up because I'm still angry about that game.
Me too. And one of the best open field tackles in Pirate history, Kyle Chase. The best. I mean, he was 18 yards away from, what's his name? The quarterback.
Did they have White?
Yeah. It might have been Slayton that he shot out.
Steve Slayton.
Whew, for a loss.
I'm a big Kyle Chase fan because he wasn't exactly the most athletic dude, but man, he was good. This is the play that still pisses me off to this day. I think it's this play.
They said he dropped it?
Is it the celebration?
So we go Pinkney to Allison. Whoop! Got him. 4 guys on his tail. He jumps into the end zone, and I just missed it there.
Yeah, I saw.
And they called a flag.
Yeah, it's horse shit. I mean, it's horse sheets, gas station.
Well, thank you for saying that. And not only did he get a flag, then Coach Holtz has to chew him out because he probably thought it was. This should not be a flag. This is a great play by Allison, and they threw a flag on him.
Yeah, they
great catch and run. He's got 4 guys on him. He jumps in the end zone.
That was Now you want to see something funny?
No, this is only the first quarter. So
okay,
what are you looking for?
Go to right before the half.
All right, let's see what
you want to see a conniption fit.
Second quarter. All right, here we go. Who's got the ball?
Go to the.
This is a new chalk talk session.
Near halftime.
We're 20 seconds left. How much time you want?
Go back a little bit to the. Yeah, and then we can fast click it a little bit. Oh, no. Okay.
Did you hear that, Coach Hud?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
The East Carolina defense does their part.
They turned it over. We stop them. I'm thinking, I'm going 21-7 at half. What are we going to do? It's over. And then we stopped them. And then.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what happened.
Okay, what's the next possession?
Hold on. I want to see this play. I want to see the turnover. Is that Flournoy?
Yeah, we pick it off.
Jamar Flournoy.
Yeah.
3rd and 2. It is Pat White.
Yep.
Looking, throwing. Got him.
J5, J6 that year.
Jamar Flournoy. All right, what do you want me to watch? When are you going to get mad?
Series.
And we didn't do nothing.
Okay.
There's old Rick talking to Flournoy.
There's the guy that kept me up at night. One of the few. Now, this is... So we're going to just try to get it out of there. And this is where, as a coach, and for you people out there just listening on the radio or watching the game, right here, everybody in coaching that's on the sideline is learning why they should have paid attention more in math. Because you're looking at play clock.
Well, how many timeouts they got?
Timeouts, and you're going, okay, 30 minus 146 minus 30, 111. And second down, so 2 more, so 2:30s is 60 seconds minus. That literally, you can hear guys mumbling doing this.
So right now, are you saying after that incomplete pass, skip?
No,
what the bleep are you doing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I didn't say it like that. I used an F. So here, actually, we had already told when our offense went out for first down, Rick Smith and the Roganator, that's right. We told them we're going back out, and the kids were already saying we're going back out. We're going back out.
Hey, my boy PH making a play. Oh, they called it incomplete.
Yeah, it's when we get into a 2-minute, they get the ball.
Yeah.
And it is complete chaos. And I'm panicked because they got the ball to start the third quarter.
Ooh. So they're about to double up on you, potentially.
And we just had 2 extra possessions with the turnover week.
Well, damn, y'all flipped the field pretty good.
Yeah, we had that punter that could bang it. Now here I am like losing my mind. I'm like,
tackle Steve Slayton.
Look at Quinn.
Good God. 92. Was that Marcus Hands, I believe?
This is funny.
All right, what am I looking for?
I'll show you.
You got an incomplete pass?
Because, we're going to put in our... Here we're going to get a little screen. We just kill this. We should. Yeah, Jay Ross out there. I mean, D tackle's making the play on the screen. That was us. Big men running, little men hitting. So it's after this third down. It goes to complete.
Robinson?
Something but penalty or something crazy happens here.
Okay. He was he was an underrated guy.
Oh, he was a good player.
Who was the popular? Who was the guy that looked at porn that ran for office in North Carolina?
Oh, Mark Robinson.
Yeah, that's his name. Mark Robinson. It's not the same guy, but that's his name. I couldn't remember his name.
I'm glad how you go to me for that.
I was like, he ran for office?
Mark Robinson, good player.
The guys were sucking.
Yeah, y'all are tired.
Right here.
Y'all have been
played like 2
You've held the number 4 team to 14 points in the first half.
With 27 turnovers. I mean, we're completely, we've run 1,000 plays. And I don't know what Fred's doing walking around there. He was probably just yelling something crazy at him.
Quarterback draw, the most dangerous play in sports.
With that guy. Now, somebody calls a timeout, and they're going to,
So we got a timeout. What's going to happen? Big play? No, incomplete.
They're going to go one more right here, right now. Well, let it play.
12 seconds left, first half. Pirates trailing by 7.
Something else happens.
Over the middle. Out of bounds.
Let's let it run here. Because I think you might have went past it. They show the sideline. And somebody was saying, should we call a timeout and try to block the punt or something before that? I had a conniption fit.
Okay. So that's what we're looking for. Now, is this 06 or 08?
Yeah, watch
Are you in the right game?
Yeah. Yeah. 08 game, I was just completely relaxed. I was probably sedated.
Hey, there's Pat McAfee. Warming up the leg.
After this,
Throwing the bomb. Down the field. Oh, pick. Nice hands. Who's that? Casey Ross? Flag on the play.
Yes. Keep watching.
Some great hands by Casey Ross there.
Did we hit him late or something?
No.
Yeah, there was something getting asked here.
No, that's it. That's the half.
Oh man, I'm gonna find it. Probably can't see it. It's on the TV copy. I lose it. I'm jumping up and down, running, saying, no, don't do that. Then I hear Rick saying, Greg, you got to still make a call. So I run back down and I look. I said, I give him this. This was a signal for just run base defense.
This was a really fun game to be at. Kind of got away from the Pirates a little bit in the second half, but y'all were right there with the number 4 team in the country. It's a great play, by the way. Coach Hud, I say that the most underrated quarterback in ECU football history is Patrick Pinckney. Or excuse me, not James Pinckney. Not Patrick Pinckney. I go James Pinckney. Because James got beat around.
Oh, yeah.
But he finally had some success in 06.
Yeah, he was an abused quarterback when
he
we
was.
got him. We had to put him through some counseling. But he could sling it.
I love James Pinckney.
He can throw it on a rope.
And, of course, Patrick, he won the championship.
Was so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you see these kids today that are out there playing, and I just watch and I go, that looks like I never panicked as a coordinator with Pinckney in the game.
Yeah.
Ever. And the great part was we practiced so well together going against each other, and they had an offense for him, and then we would put in
Rob Cass.
The greatest Hail Mary that never was.
What's your nickname for him? Say it. I always love it. I forgot.
Frank the Tank?
No, it's
yeah.
No,
for the motorcycle.
Yeah.
That he rode.
Yeah.
They called his scooter the liquor sickle.
Oh, liquor sickle.
After the Dewey.
Yeah.
He was folklore, man. The guy was
Jared.
The guy's story.
You don't want to have to ride the liquor sickle, okay?
You don't want to pop. You don't want to do a U-turn. If you do a U, you get a Dewey. So he gets a Dewey on what was it?
The week of
Tuesday or Monday before
a game in Blacksburg. Yeah,
before the biggest game of the year. When we're going to play them after the.
So I'm thinking the same thing you are when I look and see. All right, we got Brett Clay. Who the hell's that? Mm-hmm. Patrick Pinckney. Is that James Pinckney in disguise? And then who's this Dwayne Harris guy that's just going to take direct snaps? Who the hell's that?
Dwayne was.
He had to be a freshman then.
Well, here's when I knew Dwayne was going to be a great player. Who was our scout team quarterback and played Pat White all week? Dwayne Harris, because he ran the option down in Georgia. We couldn't stop him.
He's my all-time favorite dude. He is so good.
I mean, I was like, oh, God, we can't stop him. And I'm thinking, well, he's just a freshman. And then he turned out to be.
Yeah, you didn't know how good he was going to be.
Well, I did once I watched him run, and we couldn't get near him.
Or at least you hoped.
And then
you said either our defense sucks or he's really good.
I was literally going in my head going, we're going to have a drug problem. We're going to get drug up and down up the field.
Well, did you go, which they already knew, but did you say to Skip and the offensive guys, hey, this 17 guy,
I'm like,
you might want to do something with him.
Guys, I said, don't redshirt him and save him for somebody else.
Right.
He is good.
Get him out there. Oh, man. Good memories. Good stuff with Greg Hudson.
That game, that was one.
Why did I bring up? Oh, I brought that up
now that we
20 minutes ago to say that we were watching that and saw you on the sidelines. So you get that great view where we were Saturday, Coach, but you preferred to be on the sidelines, right?
You can't cook from the living room.
Great point.
Fair enough. But could you still you still got a feel for what's going on as far as alignment and everything?
More things would bug me because I could see everything.
Right.
So my brain automatically went to what I didn't like or see or what was going on versus what, this is a positive. That wasn't how my brain was working. I was looking at, little knick-knack things that, like how I would control the things going on.
It's got to be frustrating, but also rewarding, depending on how it goes. But they're like kind of chess pieces out there that you're trying to put in the best spot.
What it is.
And it's if they make the play, you're proud, and if they don't, you're like, why did you do that? Did I not tell them right?
You can do all this stuff, all we're analyzing in the show after the game. It all comes down to coaching. You can say, well, the kid did this. Well, when you get in there and you watch the film and you backtrack it and you go through everything in preparation at the critical points and where did you lose the game, it comes down to coaching. Well, I told him 13 times. Well, you didn't tell him 17 times. You got to coach him. And that's why the guy, the cliche, what is it? The guy, Hayes in the barn?
Yeah.
That makes I hear that. I'm like, they're dead.
Yeah, I pissed you off one time when I said that. You said it's never in the barn.
Never.
What does that refer to?
Feeding horses.
And just as far as the jobs, I've done everything I could.
Okay, it's on the kids now.
Yeah.
No. Man, you coach them. The hay's in the barns, we put the hay in the barn, we can close the door, all the work's done on the farm. Guys would say after Thursday's practice, well, the hay's in the barn.
So if they don't know it by now, they're not going to get it. That's essentially what.
Complete bullshit gas station. I mean, freaking brutal. You're coaching and you coach up until the ball's on the tee, and then you coach through the game. I mean, it's not a spectator sport as a coach.
How often, I got to feel like most of the time it was, we had him prepared. He just couldn't quite make the play. How often was it, man, I missed that, or I should have shown him that? Like, did you come away from a game feeling that way? It couldn't have been a lot, but do you remember any times?
Yeah. There's been some times when you didn't you can't give a sucker a break, man. If you got him down, you got to knock him out.
Right.
You can say NC State with up there.
Yeah. Overtime game.
You can say, well, we get the first down. We don't. I was like, on defense, we played our tails off. We had some things where we could have drained them. We had a dropped interception that we told a guy, hey, you go right here, and that guy, Russell Wilson, is going to hit you in the chest.
Is that a linebacker, maybe? I remember you bringing that up.
I don't want to. His initials are Pierre Bell.
His number is 43 backwards.
Man,
P-Bell.
It was beautiful. He was such a good player.
He was.
I mean, Van picks one off and scores.
Yep,
it was
touchdown.
And that guy's, $50 million quarterback.
Yeah. Man, love those teams. Have some good.
That one got
memories.
the Virginia Tech game in up there where you were just talking about.
Yep.
That game we were draining them, man. That one got away.
Good stuff. Greg Hudson joining us. We'll take a break. We'll get back to if he saw anything this Saturday. I kind of like going down memory lane more than that anyway. But more with Coach Hud. We'll get our Fleet Feet rundown and have more for you after this.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. This time of year, the automobile business really starts picking up, and you guys have a tremendous inventory.
Yeah, we stocked up on over 30 cars this week after having a pretty good end of the February. We're looking to create opportunities for customers that are ready to buy this time of year, take care of all your automotive needs right here in Greenville at Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Willing to earn your trust one vehicle at a time, one day at a time.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. Go online at driveherenow.com.
Hey, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. May and June will be here soon, and Mom and Dad are due for something extra special. There's no better gift than the protection of life. Empower your parent with a trip to Carolina Caliber. From home defense to concealed carry and tons of other personal protection and shooting sports gear, your parents deserve to choose from the finest selection in Eastern NC. Plus, the summer will be sizzling with exceptional factory promotions they won't want to miss. Grab a gift card and send them on over to Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Looking for an adventure that's refreshing in more ways than one? Welcome to River Vibes, where nature meets flavor. Freely paddle through the stunning Pamlico River on one of our kayaks or stand-up paddle boards. After your adventure, cool down with one of our mouth-watering smoothies, refreshers, boba teas, or fresh juices. Plus, grab some awesome River Vibes gear to remember the day. River Vibes, where every moment is a splash of fun. Visit us in historic downtown Washington or on Facebook or Instagram. Ride, relax, and refresh at River Vibes.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Hey, buddy, it's me, your foot.
What? Are you okay?
Not so much. These old shoes are killing me.
But I've had these for years.
Years? I've been stuck in these things, and now I'm screaming. You need custom fit shoes, my friend, and we're not talking one size fits all here. You need comfort, support, and most importantly, freedom.
Well, how do I get that?
Head over to Fleet Feet. They'll make me feel like $1 million and keep you running strong.
Fleet Feet at the Old Gordon's Golf location on Arlington Boulevard. They custom fit every shoe for your unique foot. Visit Fleet Feet and step into comfort. Your feet will thank you.
Pirate Radio, proudly serving the Pirate Nation for over 20 years. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clipper.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock, Jared Watkins, World Traveler Greg Hudson. We got Will, Logan,
World Traveler.
Shirley Rhodes.
Flipping time zones.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, Hud. Did you get anything from ECU's spring game? I asked this question 30 minutes ago. We got sidetracked.
Yeah, they were healthy. They came out of it healthy, is what the understanding is.
I like the way they were hitting. Like it was.
Yeah, coach is expects them to tackle and wrap up and play tough, and you control the tempo of the game by the clock. Run the clock. I think also the play calling, if you want to make the game short, you don't stop the clock throwing it 1,000 times. But that's, if it's physical, I think it's important. I don't think you can just show up on Saturday and tackle.
Is the jet sweep the new halfback dive? Because we saw that play like 10 times. They were just spamming that play call.
They are modeling their game after my video game.
Oh, is
I
that
just
what it
run
is?
that every single drive.
Saw a few big plays in the run game. Nice catch by Ty Johnson, mossed the guy, and that was really about it as far as highlights go.
They went quick. I thought it was,
the pace, tempo.
Well, I mean, just we were out there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Well, they had a running clock.
Yeah.
I know what I noticed. There was something up with the burner phone.
Our burner phone?
Yeah, what was up with the battery on that?
Oh,
it's
the girls aren't here.
It's fine.
Oh,
the girls aren't here. They're gone.
That was a little pregame right before kickoff.
Look, I mean,
I've never seen HUD intimidated by anybody around here, but Jarrett, he was a little scared of Jarrett.
I was like, God.
Well, I mean, when we have a plan in place since Monday and it just gets ripped apart 2 minutes before the game, and I have baseball later that day.
We thought the hay was in the barn, but it was not.
It was all coaching. You didn't coach him up.
That's true. That's your fault.
Actually, it comes down to you.
I don't really think it does.
Look in the mirror, brother. Look in the mirror. It's you.
Okay, well, if it was just me and the interns, it's on me. But I mean,
if it was just interns.
Nah, I
didn't coach him up.
I get a little grouchy.
That was funny. Yeah, I forgot about that.
You're fired.
You got to see angry Jarrett.
Angry? No, he was mad.
Well, man, it's been a long month.
My favorite part of it, HUD, was seeing Bryce Williams, seeing former players, and I like that part of it, the reunion aspect of it. Dakota and Brandon Simmons.
I got to see Will, that's in the tech and video.
Yeah.
Man, Will, when he came in our second year or third year, and his office was a floor up from us at the end, and we would just go up there. Me and Rock would just go up there when we needed a break and just laugh about the dumbest stuff. He's a good guy.
I wish I remembered his last name. We've had him on the show before. We've interviewed him.
To me, his last name is The Thrill because I just call him Will the Thrill.
Well, there you go. It was not Will Clark, but it was. But yeah, always cool to see some old friendly faces around there during spring game weekend.
Having coached so many kids here, it's a little bit of I take a little bit of a shot at them. I don't think they do a very good job of maybe having a legacy weekend and getting the players back and having an event where even everybody's back, and then get a bunch of alumni that are influential in business and in their community, and have a gathering where they're networking with these people.
I'm hoping that is changing for the better. Steve Shankweiler is in a role, and I know he's trying to do a good job of getting older players together. Seems like Blake Harrell really likes the family legacy stuff, so hopefully, HUD, that's something that you see improve here shortly.
Well, they can say they want to do it, but it's whether the other people are going to get involved and do it and make it a priority. There's a lot of space in that end zone for people to stand and have a good time.
Yeah. Greg Hudson joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Let me ask you this, because I asked Danny about it. Helicopter parenting when it comes to sports. Danny Beal. He said his dad was not a John Halliburton. Did you see Tyrese Halliburton's dad go nose to nose with Giannis after the playoff series?
You're kidding me.
You hadn't seen it? You got to see the video.
Yes. Yeah. And I mean, Giannis had to bow down to him. It was such a height differential, obviously.
It's insane.
The nerve of this guy.
He has been banned now from going to games. So this is the end of the game. Halliburton's dad, I think that's him right there. He's going to come out on the court.
What?
And get in Giannis's face, and then we got to see the other part of it where they go nose to nose. So he's going to come out and start. There he is, right there. He's going to celebrate in Giannis's face. Why? I don't know why he's doing that. And then later, they look like they're by the scorer's table, and then this happens.
Look at that fool.
Yeah,
that's a dad.
Yeah.
It's Tyrese Halliburton, who's
the
Indiana's best player.
Yeah.
His dad.
Can you disown your dad? Man,
brutal.
You got to kick him to the curb.
Yeah.
You can have him banned from the arena, which is what he did.
That's what happened. So,
he's banned from the arena for life.
Do you have any good?
Future.
Do you have any good annoying parent stories from college?
No.
Okay.
The first meeting, if your parents call me and want to talk about your playing time, you're not playing.
I feel like that's like a baseball, basketball thing.
More so than football, unless you're like the quarterback.
Pat Murphy at Notre Dame. That's where I got the line from. With baseball at Notre Dame, he said, "Your parents call me about your playing time. You're not playing. You're done." And you can. We had a rule, and I've heard I've heard the players say this. I'm like, here's your excuse. If they want to come up and talk to me, say, no, we need to set it up. Coach is an a-hole. I said, tell him that. Tell him I'm an a-hole.
Well, they weren't really lying.
So you could say that, and they'll go, oh, okay, he thinks he's a butt too. And if somebody's trying to land a helicopter over us, I'd be, sure, we'll meet. Here's what we're going to do first, since we have the digital age. And we watch we record practices. We'll meet as long as you want. First thing we're going to do to start the meeting is we're going to watch the film.
That's
together.
what I want to see.
We're going to watch the film together.
I want to see Hudson and Mama Smith watching film.
Well, it's never happened. As soon as you say we're going to watch the film, it stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Enough said. All right, Hud, we had a couple of questions. Let me get to the questions. Oh, by the way, Jenny is in the chat.
Hey, hope you're enjoying Kentucky.
She said, hey, I'm listening. No, I told him burner phone with Hayden. Look, y'all can do this off the air.
Oh, they're going to the Derby.
Jenny, we hope to check in with her tomorrow live from Churchill Downs. Jamie says, Coach Hud, can I get your Purdue gear? I need kindling for my fire pit outside. Now, that's just mean.
It's all gone.
That's rude.
Did he play it at you?
No, but, he's like I played at ECU. I still weas. I'll always weas. I'm sure Hud has been to the Derby. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. And met famous people, but mint juleps are awful. Thoughts on that?
Never had one.
Nah. I don't like anything with mint. I like mints, but I don't like mint chocolate chip. I don't want a mint drink.
It just feels like you're consuming toothpaste.
I like mint. Yeah, keep mint solo. Don't put it in other stuff.
Yeah.
Who was your famous Derby run-ins, Hud?
None.
Really?
Yeah, this was way back.
None.
I've told you I'm not a crowd person because I don't know how to handle it. Completely spoiled rotten. Go to the football game, police escort, pull up to the door, walk in, see game, coach game, police escort, gone. The whole traffic and fighting the crowd and walking through I just can't do it.
I grew up going to Redskins game with my dad. It was the greatest thing in my life.
Oh,
and
yeah, now.
Then I take my stepson to games, and I'm like thinking about leaving the parking lot. Like, it's the third quarter, good game, but I'm starting to think about traffic and stuff. And I'm like, God, this is what my dad was thinking about when I was having a blast.
That's how you know when you're getting old.
Yeah.
Teach the kid that the seventh inning stretch is the end of the game. But now baseball, I'll go to baseball all day long. But
a little laid back.
The Major League Baseball.
Yeah. Well,
like even going here, I can only stand up in the stands for a few innings.
Why is Major League different?
Because you don't hear as many idiots.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the things they yell out to these kids I really want to have a sign you could hold up and go stand by him and say, this guy is an idiot. And stick it right there.
And I hate it because it just fuels the fire for the other team.
I mean,
I forget what team it was,
brutal.
But the batter for the other team, just wild swing, bat flies, and some dude stands up. He's like, make sure you squeeze it. Next pitch, he squeezed the bat all right and hit the ball out of the park.
Yeah, those guys, it's
you're not helping anything.
Oh, man. I wanted to fight old intern Zach last year when they were picking on the guy from South Florida that had all the tattoos and the crazy hair because he looked kind of different, so they were picking on him.
Well, like a player?
And then he came in, a basketball, and they lit his fire. He had 3 threes after that, was talking to them. Why did y'all do that? What? He was a non-factor in the game, and then you just woke him up.
Yeah.
I
was so mad.
That's why I only yell at refs.
Basketball is maybe as bad as it can be. because they're just
especially at
not as many
Minji's.
people. And,
You're on top of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
You should, if you should fine them. The arena should be able to fine people for being jackholes. Like
Purple Shirt Guy.
This is going to cost you 3 games.
Are you familiar with Purple Shirt Guy, Hood? I like teaching you things.
No.
This was a Hornets Heat
2016 first round of the playoffs.
For some reason, this idiot
Rain Man
on the 2016.
And
Game 3.
He's an excellent driver.
I was about to tell you Purple Shirt.
10 minutes to water.
For some reason, this idiot decided to talk junk, not to the 13th guy on the bench, but to Hall of Famer Dwayne Wade. It's this idiot right there. And even after he made shots, he would yell at him and stuff.
6 seconds left, he's yelling at him.
And Dwayne Wade, who hadn't hit a 3, look, he's yelling at him. Dwayne Wade didn't even hear him at this point. He hits another one, and this guy's yelling at him. Look, in his face. Like, what is I cannot stand this guy. I hope he's banned from Charlotte at sporting events.
Wait, he's at Charlotte raising heck?
Look, what is he talking about? Dwayne Wade's killing us, and he's still in his face talking.
You can't talk smack if you're Charlotte.
About anything, right? But he is famous now in Charlotte for being Purple Shirt Man in the playoffs, for fueling the Hall of Famer Dwayne Wade's fire. Why are you talking? What is this guy doing?
What is he wearing?
What is he wearing? What is he doing?
He must have mommy or daddy problems.
What?
He just didn't get enough attention as a kid. Poor guy.
Waking up freaking Dwayne Wade.
Cost us a series.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Was Jordan the owner then?
Yep.
Yes.
He was the owner up until last year.
Why didn't he walk over and put a cigar
Great
out?
question.
Put a cigar out on his forehead.
Exactly.
Now that.
Right on.
We need to take another break. Fleet Feet Rundown. More with Coach Hood.
Pay that big salary to the Clipper.
Back with you. Pirate Radio Live after this.
This spring, be a part of something truly inspiring. Join us for our A Season of Hope fundraising banquet Thursday, May 8th from 6:30 to 9 at the Elegant Rock Springs Center in Greenville. Enjoy a plated dinner and hear powerful stories of resilience from special guests CJ Wilson and our keynote speaker, Daryl Strawberry.
This event will support the Building Hope Community Life Center in Greenville. Support the mission, share the hope. Reserve your seat today at buildinghopenc.org/banquet.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Sauls with EliteTruck.com, Eastern North Carolina's premier choice in commercial truck and van equipment. Come join us in downtown Little Washington on May 10th for our first ever Elite Truck Fest, which will include a truck meet competition, raffles, live music, food, and other family-friendly activities. All proceeds from this event will be going towards supporting Beaufort County high schoolers gain valuable apprenticeship experience in their desired trade. Visit EliteTruck.com for more information.
It seems like places are giving you less and less food these days.
Yes, Mama, it's called shrinkflation. Oh, shrinkflation, that's just another word for robbery. But this is shackflation. What? Dang, that's huge. Extra pepperoni, extra cheese on that thing.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and get a Shackaroni pizza for only $12.99.
Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
At U.S. Cellular, we created an event called Us Days to celebrate our customers, like Gary here.
We get exclusive deals like $1,200 off any phone plus $500 off any tablet. It's a celebration so big, it feels like they wrote a hype song just for me.
Go, Gary! Go, Gary!
Celebrate Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find a store near you. We go beyond the call.
What up, what up, what up? This is your man, Petey Pablo, again with the Pirates, hanging out with that Pirate Nation. We got that patches over the eyes, and we can see everything. Talk to you when I talk to you. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Pirate Radio, baby.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a great meal in the heart of downtown Greenville? Well, come on down to 5th Street Hardware and Tap Room. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, a fresh seafood basket, or a tasty sandwich or wrap, they've got something for everyone. Grab a bite with friends, relax on the patio, and enjoy the cozy, welcoming atmosphere. Join him for Singo on Tuesday night, Wednesday trivia with DJ Captain Morgan, and live music on Fridays. While you're there, check out the repair shop featuring dart lanes, pool tables, skee ball, and other great games. So next time you're in downtown Greenville, make it a point to visit 5th Street Hardware. Great food, great company right next to the State Theater in downtown Greenville. And UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. Shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. A-Harp, let's get our Fleet Feet rundown. Alex Harper, big fan of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
As it was revealed last week on the show.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right, interns, what did y'all want to do? First of all, they were talking about jersey numbers. Coach Hud, what number did you wear at Notre Dame?
59.
That's a linebacker's number right there.
56 in high school.
And for some reason, Will wanted to talk about the number he wore in high school.
I didn't say the number I wore. I just said jersey numbers, all encompassing. Whoever, what number did you wear when you played middle school basketball?
I think they just gave me one. I know I wanted a certain number, but I don't want to say who it was because it was when I was a North Carolina fan. I liked 15 for Vince Carter.
Nice. That's respectable.
Yeah.
I like 15 because he was in net.
33.
Bird.
I was 73 in football, 55 in basketball.
Damn, dude. Were you a 300-pound 7-footer?
No.
That does not fit your stature. So you were a lineman, I guess?
73 for a kicker?
The little guy.
That was right tackle.
Right side.
Strong.
Logan, do you want to promote your number?
11.
All right. It's a good number.
22.
Are you Emmitt Smith over there? All right. So you wanted to do
I was a
what?
pitcher.
A little trivia?
Yeah, number trivia. Logan's got a list.
What does 22 have to do with being a pitcher?
Name a starting quarterback in the NFL that wore 11.
Alex Smith.
Drew Bledsoe.
Carson Wentz.
Logan took mine.
Danny White.
Okay.
Who do you replace?
Staubach. I knew it was a Cowboy, so I took a shot at it. All right. What do you got? So what are we doing? Naming the players?
I'm going to say the player.
Okay.
And then you say the number.
All right. If these are new guys, I'm going to stink, Jared.
No, I
If
did
they're in the
some.
last
I did
20
some
years, I'm
90s,
out.
2000s.
Oh, okay. Good.
I'm even out in the 90s.
We're gonna start off with Jason Williams.
All right. I know that one.
So do I.
55.
Okay.
What sport?
Basketball.
White chocolate.
Oh,
Kings.
love that guy.
Yeah. That's right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
All right.
it.
Moving on. Let's go, Logan.
Speed it up. Ready? Next, go.
David West.
21.
Next one.
How'd you know that so fast?
I was a big David West fan.
Troy
Rain Man.
Polamalu.
David
43.
West apparently could have came to ECU.
Yeah, he lives in the Triangle area. My dad did
Yeah.
a change out for his
Gardner.
air conditioning.
Yeah.
Come on.
Also, as a badass, you don't want to fight. Who'd you say?
Did you get mad and say he could have came? Or
There's a story behind it. Like
That was Dooley, right?
we said no, or Dooley got fired and he
Yeah.
left because of that.
Yeah.
There's a story, Hud, for real, for real. I said for real twice, so you know I mean it. Who you got?
Peja Stojakovic.
16.
16.
is he a hockey player?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Kings.
His son just transferred to Illinois.
That's right. Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas.
0.
Agent 0.
Single 0. His son just got in a terrible accident.
He's out of the hospital. He's good.
Oh, okay, good.
All right.
I might do a few for Hud to go back in time. O.J. Simpson.
32.
There you go. Now you feel as part of the group.
Nah, I feel bad I mentioned O.J. Simpson's name.
Sorry. Marcus Allen.
Stand-up guy.
34.
32.
32.
I thought it was
that's
33.
right.
32. John Riggins.
44.
Correct. Who you got?
Rasheed Wallace.
30. And 36.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you were 30.
That dude played hard.
Next.
Big Sheed fan.
Big sheet.
Joey Galloway.
84.
81.
Yeah, it's both 84 and 81.
Dude, I love this. The listeners probably don't, but this is I never get asked questions.
Brees Hall.
20.
23.
It's 20.
Didn't he wear 23 in college?
Will, you're out forever. See you.
He wore 23 at Iowa State, right?
No, he didn't. I had it as a trivia question. He wore 26.
7? 8. 28.
28.
He did wear 28.
I had it as a trivia
I knew it
question
was
this
one
week.
of those curly
Kenny
numbers.
Anderson.
3? No.
Ken Anderson?
No.
The wrestler?
You're talking about the
Bengals quarterback.
I was talking about the point guard from Georgia Tech.
14.
Okay.
LT.
56.
Which is why every linebacker wanted to be 56.
Even
But
Abdul Carter.
Actually,
Well, Abdul Carter's a fool.
actually,
What do you got, Hud? Are you going to will actually me?
Hollywood Henderson.
Was 56?
That's why LT wore 56.
Okay.
You ever seen film of LT take a kickoff back in the NFL? As a linebacker?
Mm-mm.
That's how fast he was.
They both used to party too, right?
Oh. Must be something about that damn number.
Khalil Herbert.
What sport?
Football.
The Bears running back?
27?
23?
No.
26.
24.
Yeah. All right. I like you going deep in the weeds there, but
Obi
Deep.
Toppin.
0, right?
No.
8.
31, 30 something.
Is he 8?
How about Mickey Mantle?
7.
Yeah. That's
Jackson Dart.
Yogi Berra?
2.
2. Cole Kmet.
85.
85.
Yeah.
All right. That's this segment.
Yep.
Thank you, Logan. Do you know all of the
Johnny Bench.
retired Yankees numbers?
I know the Reds. They were better.
Do you know them, Will, as a Yankees fan?
The retired.
Like from 1 through 9 or whatever?
No.
All the double digits.
Huh?
All the single digits.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Who are they?
Derek
Jeter's 2. Babe Ruth
Jeter,
is 3.
Mantle, Ruth, Gehrig, Maris, Randolph.
Maris.
Maris is 6, right?
Yeah.
You said the Yankees.
Roger Maris.
You all right?
Yeah.
You with us? What number is Willie Randolph?
I don't. He's not a single digit.
No.
I just know he's retired.
Okay.
Berra.
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
The lefty. Donnie Baseball.
23.
Should have been out there.
I think Paul O'Neill's.
Donnie Brasco.
Paul O'Neill's retired. His number's retired.
Will you please take us to break?
I will take us to break.
Thank you. Will you please? Greg Maddux. 31. Did you know Rajay Harris wore 47 because of Tom Glavine?
I don't think he did. I think he wore it because his paw, right?
Yeah, he did.
Go around to the Reds and go without their names and say 5, 24, 8, 13, 14, 15, 28, 34.
What number is George Foster?
15.
15? I met him. We're back with you after this.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to AnsonBelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailor Show.
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
This is Clip Brock, host of PRL, every weekday at 3, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 83 points and closed at 40,752. The NASDAQ was ahead, 264 points at 17,710. S&P was up 35 at 5604. That is a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Well, I don't know if people out there enjoy it, but I enjoyed this hour with Greg Hudson.
Yeah.
Watching tape with him, telling stories. I feel like this might just be for me. Hangout hour with Greg Hudson.
It's great.
Hopefully people enjoy it as well.
Then you got to go to counseling.
Hud, there he is. We will
not take.
See you via video the next few weeks, right?
You can start a show of
where's Huddo?
Hell is Greg Hudson?
Yeah,
where is he?
You're going to be all over the map, but we'll keep up with you every week.
Time zones will be changing. It'll be full speed.
We'll talk to you via video at some cool places. Hopefully, we'll have some cool backgrounds, maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It'll be next one will be still in Indiana. Could be down in your boy's place, Hoosierville. That next Thursday will be in Texas. And next Thursday, man, I could be in Kansas and or Columbia, Missouri. I don't know.
Will we talk about why you're there, or at a later? Okay,
I'd love to.
All right, we'll do that next week.
Start promoting our P26 protein.
Logan, you gonna be back with us? Today's not your last day, right?
I'll be back.
All right, good deal. Thank you, sir. Will, we'll see you, buddy. Shirley, hey, congratulate. Will is gonna be. Tell Hud about your job when we get off the air, and we'll tell you folks what it is. Oh, okay. All right. Bye. See you Friday. Jeff Charles, take us home. Be nice.
Be nice.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX